No, women bring forth life. Men plant the seeds. Okay? So, Jay,
If you want, man, I remember I used to go out with I used to take an ugly chick out with me on purpose. Just to get other chicks.
A lot of these women choose men who are weaker or choose men who are fuckboys and then complain about the very same attributes.
Male and all this other shit.
Ain't you doing something? You gotta be careful about that. Say what's right on them. Trying to steal another idea. Stealing another idea. Tell the truth, ain't you?
Nah, I just came up with that idea.
It has nothing to do with that.
Yo, what's good, everybody? It's your boy JTL, aka Out from the Norm, back with another one on this good Sunday night. Happy New Year to everybody. Hopefully, y'all enjoyed your New Year's. Was out there enjoying yourself, but being careful. You know, we got idiots out there popping and all that craziness. But Happy New Year. God bless to everybody. Make sure on your way you hit that like button. Don't be lazy. It's just a boop, one button. All right. So now it's back to business. After having our drinks, enjoying Christmas, enjoying New Year's coming in, now it's back to business. All right. Reason why I picked this title that I picked is because I'm really getting tired of the virtue signals. Like, that's why I put it. Virtue signalers, like, unite. That's why I put the guys on there. And this is the crazy thing. A lot of people don't realize that they virtue signal. Matter of fact, they probably never heard the term before. They think it's just internet made up, but you can look it up in the dictionary. All right. Just two words put together. But the sad part is men do it. Now, of course, women do it. We know whether women like it or not. We know, women, emotional creatures. We know that. But the problem I have is the fact that men simping so much like they do is the reason why we're going through what we're going through a lot of times. Because no disrespect, just keeping it gangster. Women can't fight the battles for feminism to exist. It has to be men fighting other men. I'm not saying it's terribly wrong, but where it becomes a problem is when men fight for women no matter what. And it can't be that way. We can't tell people that no matter what you do, it's supposed to be okay. That's not cool. That's not right. If you believe in a higher power, you're not going to do that. If you believe in having morals, you're not going to do that. You're not going to tell me that a woman does something wrong, lies is coming out, and you still going to go for it. But that's what we're seeing happening nowadays. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to show some examples. Of course, I'm going to show examples from Tony Knowles. You know, he went back and forth with Daphne, a.k.a. Celebrity. Of course, I'm going to show something from Big T, Steve Harvey. I call him a.k.a. Mustache. Tony Knowles is Gappy. And then, of course, we got to show Derek Jackson, who I call Dirty Dick. Pause. Dirty Dick Jackson. These are the virtue signals uniting. All right. But before I do that, let me go ahead and go to the chat. In the building, we had the Hawk. What up, Hawk? He was in here earlier. You were like, damn, I got to wait 3 hours. But I appreciate you waiting and paying attention. Then we got Web Talk. Says salute. What's good with you? What's good with you? We got G2 in the building. What's good? What's good, G2? Then we got GQ. I was never here. He not here. But I appreciate you for pretending like you here. We ain't gonna say nothing. That'd be our little secret. You know how we do. But let me go ahead and get to the ignorance, man. Let me get to it. Now. These are guys talking and virtue signaling that nobody really knows, but they're on a major person who's really grown in the last year. And on average, guys do that. You got a lot of women that talk that trash, that guys don't do this, stand up for women and all that. We know it's cap. So we're going to go ahead and go to Just Pearly Things. Now, you see a few guys in here. I think it may be one guy in here that's keeping it gangster. I think he's the one right here, if I'm not mistaken. And these two guys is simping. Now, the guy right here, I think he may be Arab or whatever you want to call him, right here in the little peach sweater. But the guy next to him simp hard. Like, he really simps hard. But let's go ahead and get into it.
You lot. Don't you lot think the law works in the women's favor, like in modern day? Like,
Well,
the law
it's
works
set up in the women's favor. I
yeah,
wouldn't say it
it's
works
set
in
up
the women's favor.
So let's say, for example, yeah, like someone calls dead in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
Two people screaming and shouting at each other. A police officer comes to the door, and they can see that people are like distraught.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, a man and a woman. They're gonna side on the woman's side, like naturally.
No,
I'm not mad. I'm not mad at that. Though. I'm not mad at that.
You know what? I seen
But
see it for
that's
myself.
the law working in the
Wait,
women's.
no, why don't
myself,
you guys think so?
Yeah.
Because you know what? Yeah, I've actually had like a real life experience. Yeah, with the domestic, and when the police came, like the woman police officer, she instantly went and sided with my ex, whereas it was the man who sympathized with me. So I wouldn't say like it works for the women favors. Like I feel like if they come to a scene and people are distraught or whatever, like naturally they might go to calm the woman down first, because obviously from the beginning of time, women have been labeled as hysterical creatures. Do you understand? But I don't think that they favor women.
Men get 4 times the sentencing for the same crime.
The thing is, I feel like the law protects and favors.
I think
the
it
victim.
protects women.
I think it protects the victim, but I think in the majority of cases, people will say that the victim are women. But what you were saying earlier, like I've seen it outside a club where a girl was literally slapping her boyfriend, slapping him up because he was ignoring her. And when he held her, he's like, stop. The police were like, yo, what you doing? What you doing? What you doing? It's like, you didn't say that when she was beating him up.
That's like another
he held her, you're like,
example I'm trying to give. Like, yeah, that, do you know what I mean?
So when stuff like that happens.
Like if police pull up now and they see a male and a female fighting, you have to favor the woman, because obviously, like, even anatomy wise, like,
but if you saw a man and a woman fighting,
yeah,
and you try to intervene, you're gonna be like, yo, I need to stop this.
Yeah. And I'll need to calm down my man instead of her. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'll just tell my man chill instead of her, yo, chill, because you know what I mean?
I've heard a lot of stories of men that are abused, and like they don't really.
Bro, I've got
report
brethren
it.
that being abused.
What?
But they can't do nothing because it's a woman.
Yes.
And rightfully so. You can't abuse a woman back. Do you know what I mean? But it's
No,
like,
I think if you hit this is how I was raised.
I think so.
Now, I know for our main viewers, I already know y'all gonna side with the truth. But I need y'all to do me a favor. Definitely got to see y'all interaction. And for everybody in the chat, if you think if a DV situation happened where the police got to get called to somebody's house, that they're going to favor the man first, put a 2. If you think they're going to favor the woman first, put a 1. Because they're saying, hey, it's mixed reactions. They think that the police may favor the man first. That's what the one woman in the middle said on the middle of the couch. So if y'all think they're going to favor the man first, put a 2. If you think they're going to favor the woman first in that situation, put a 1.
You don't hit anyone unless you want to be hit.
Yeah.
I do think a lot of women
that's
nowadays,
a dangerous thing to say, though.
No, I don't think so, because a lot of women abuse the fact that they're a woman, like, oh, I'm gonna beat the fuck out of you, and oh, I'm a woman, you can't hit me. No, if you hit someone, I don't care what your sex is, what you identify as, if you hit someone, they have the right to hit you back. So don't hit anyone unless you want to be hit.
No, but then you're gonna have a guy who's his wife or his girl's beating him, and he can fuck her up if he wants to.
Yeah, but no.
But he's choosing not to. But he doesn't acknowledge that, oh, he's a victim of domestic violence. He's like, if I say that, I'm a bitch.
No, but the thing is, like, also, like, where it's like, oh, well, the guy, like, hitting the woman back. The thing is, it's like, as a male, you're biologically stronger than a female. So, and defending yourself, you don't have to, like, beat the fuck out of them, but you can, how you're saying, like, oh, like, grab the woman, like, yeah, you can like like you can do something to gain your side back without like having her like
overpowering.
I'm seeing a couple of 1s. Come on, it's enough people in here. Make sure I hit that like button. Do me a favor. I'm gonna repeat the question. If you think that if police come to a domestic situation, put a 2 if you think that they're gonna favor the man first, and put a 1 if you think they're gonna favor the woman first. Like, come to her rescue, and then look at the dude like, what did you do? I see a couple of 1s, but come on, I need some more votes in here.
laughs, baby.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
if you want to hit like a dude, then be prepared to get slapped like a dude. Like,
I think so.
If,
I don't wanna
if
say
you
I
if
agree.
you if you went up
Yeah.
to the Rock, okay,
Yeah.
and you hit him,
Yeah.
and then you get decked back,
Yeah.
nobody's gonna feel
I
bad
have to hold
for
it.
you. Yeah, what?
Yeah, I have to hold it.
And
like-
you're,
but,
but it's a
people will say
straight.
to you, you shouldn't have hit the rock. But if
Right,
a girl hit the rock and you
right.
hit her back,
Yeah.
the rock's
Right.
You're the
getting done.
antagonist.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah,
And so I'm saying like if a girl, if it's the argument,
What's good, Quick? Glad to see you.
it's like the girl's weaker, but there are guys that are skinnier than other
Yeah.
guys, or like smaller than other guys. Like The Rock is
Yeah.
gonna beat up any dude in this room, and if any
Yeah.
of you hit him, you're stupid for doing that.
Yeah.
Just like a woman. Like, I'm sorry, you're gonna hit like a dude. You should get be
Yeah.
But
prepared
like,
to get hit
in that
back.
situation, as a guy, you're kind of taught from a very young age, depending on your upbringing, that
Mm-hmm.
even if that happens, you have to almost be the bigger person
Yeah. Yeah.
and not strike back.
Yeah, but that's
'Cause
what I'm
once you strike
saying.
back, you lose
You can
yourself.
defend
Well, no.
yourself without like
Yeah,
going
exactly.
ham.
Yeah.
I would say that the way how like I've been brought up and that how I bring up my son is if a girl hits you, you go and get your sister and make your sister demolish her.
I was taught like that. So
Okay.
my older sister
Oh yeah, that's that hood shit. Go get your sister to beat up the girl that put their hands on you. That's that hood shit.
taught me like that too.
Like the other day they was playing outside and my son come in crying, said that someone slapped him in the face. I said, well, you know what you got to do. You got to beat her ass.
No, and ever since the dawn of time, like I can't lie. Ever since I've known, like when a girl wants to put her hands on me, yeah, or even just chat shit to me, bro, I'll go call one of my ratchet hoes, bro, from the you get me, one of the girls that man knows, and just tell them, yo, I can't lie, I got a problem with this girl. She's pissing me off, bro. Like, sort that out, please.
See,
You
my
know what I
brother's never had that problem because I'm mentally unstable.
Oh man, but yeah,
I kind of feel like it should be dealt with in the moment though by the guy.
no, you know, we've seen it being dealt with in the moment with the whole like Chris Brown Rihanna thing. That got dealt with in the moment, and look what happened to Chris Brown. His thing,
Yeah,
got
but he took
fucked
it
up.
overboard. He decked her a
Yeah,
couple
he
times.
fucked her up.
Like,
but apparently, she was fucking.
Yeah,
him
that's
up.
what I
no,
heard.
which is true. Which I've been in that situation in the whip as well. Like,
Yeah,
and I couldn't hit her, so I started hitting the card. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
I understand. That's why in the last show when you were saying the guy should hit back, I understand that, but if he does and he gives into the rage,
Yeah.
one punch is gonna turn into
It's long.
20.
It's
No,
long. Yeah.
no, that's
Now the guy talking with the black tee on, he is simping, but he does kind of have a point. I'm not gonna discredit what he's saying, because if you in a situation like that, the majority of women compared to men don't have the same strength, bone density, whatever you want to call it. So I'm not saying he's totally wrong. Like, you go to put your hand, like when they brought up Chris Brown and Rihanna situation. Like, let's keep it G. Like, Chris Brown probably didn't really hit Rihanna like that, because he said once he hit her and he seen the damage, he was messed up. Like, damn. So he took it on the chin, like, I shouldn't have hit her back. I should have jumped out the car in the first place and just walked away as soon as she started hitting me. I should have pulled the car over, jumped out, let her get the keys, and drive the car back. But I ain't gonna lie to you, she probably would have tried to run him over. But still, I get it. Cody's King said excuses. I hear you. Then he also said, I would discredit it. One does not need to be 20. I feel you on that. I feel you. But he gonna explain that, because he makes sense right here.
That's the problem, is that like if you guys do, then you guys get in trouble.
Yeah.
But I'll fight for your rights to hit back.
Yeah, it's dangerous, man. It's dangerous.
I'll march the streets.
Yeah.
Because you just keep going and going and going. Like,
Yeah.
there's no gauge.
Yeah.
Because you've been holding it up the whole time, and when you explode, you explode.
Yeah.
Okay,
You know what I mean?
Now, he got a good point. Like, if you've been holding off, putting your hands on somebody and they've been hitting you, and then finally you let loose, you may not know when to stop. So even though he's simping in this video, I do agree with him. Like, as a man, if a woman beating on you and then you do hit her back to defend yourself, you may go a little too hard, because if she's going real hard on you and jabbing you and all of that, yeah, you might go a little too hard. So I'm not gonna discredit him on that. G2 says, yeah, but how far will you let it go before you have to do something? I agree with that. And it's crazy as a man, because you have women that would be on some, oh yeah, you a man, you should be able to handle that. I'm not supposed to handle somebody punching me. I've seen situations where females damn near knock dudes out. I'm not gonna sit there and like, I ain't gonna lie, it was wrong. But when you younger, you don't know no better. You been brainwashed. We laughing. But if a dude go to knock a chick out, then you ain't supposed to do that. Nah, we should stop her too, just like we would stop him. Cody says, LOL, just pull her out the car and leave her on the front. I don't know if you do that with Rihanna, bro. I don't think you could do that with Rihanna. GQ said, if you hit someone, you can't tell that person you hit how to hit you back. That's true too. That's why a lot of women, well, females, have to because real women understand that. Whether they had to learn it or God bless them, they already knew that. A lot of females had to realize, like what GQ just said, you can't do that. That's just like what they say. If you punch somebody and they decide to grab a weapon, you can't get mad and say, "Oh, that's not fair. I only punch you. Why you grab the weapon?" No, that's not how it works, bro. All right. Flavor said, "What up, JVJ?" Well, this is Op. Jay might be here, but this is Op. But shout out to you, Flavor. G2 said you don't want to go too far, but men need their options. Too many don'ts and not any do's. I hear you on that. G2 also said females need to be put in jail when they step across that line. I'm telling you, but we already know dudes get 4 times the sentences of a female. 4 times. Yep, you're right. You're right. Now, so I want to go to something, right? That's what I show. You know, you still got, because you see certain females that will sit there and cry and talk about how guys get away with this, guys get away with that, and guys ain't no good. But that's not necessarily true. That's not. If you actually pay attention to that, you're not gonna say that. You know what I'm saying? You not gonna just act like there's no good man out there and all of that BS. You're not gonna act like that. You're not. But the sad thing is, we got dudes out here virtual signaling and acting as if you know what I'm saying, it's just the guys. So I gotta show one of my favorite dudes real quick. I gotta show one of my favorite dudes, you know, one of the best to ever do it, to gaslight women and act like they perfect. Matter of fact, real quick, let me preface the rest of this for the show. The biggest reason why I named it Virtual Signalers Unite is because you got guys that will say certain things and act like they so Mr. Perfect and all that bullshit. And then other guys got to make up for the bullshit that these fake motherfuckers do. Get what I'm saying? They act like they coming from a genuine great place. They the pastor in your church and all that. They the reverend, the rabbi and all of this shit. But it's bullshit. It's straight up bullshit. So let's go ahead and go to our favorite guy, Mr. Dirty Dick himself. The same guy that do all this preaching, but got caught cheating about 11 times. The same guy. Let's go ahead and see all this virtual signaling to women, even though we know he been called out there. Mr. Dirty Dick, Derek Jackson himself.
So I was just sitting here thinking, man, like on my Self-Crown live chats almost every week, somebody asked a question about why is it so hard to let somebody go? It's typically women asking, why is it so hard to let their ex-man, their ex-husband, boyfriend go, even though he was this and he was that was too bad for her to continue being with. And then they usually follow with something like, well, D, am I not loving myself enough? I thought I knew my worth. What do I need to do to know my worth even more? Let's just deal with that. Typically, whenever you have a hard time letting somebody go, and this is man or woman, but speaking of women here because that's who asked the question, it ain't got a whole lot to do with the social media version of loving yourself. You know, running more bubble baths and, you know, scented candles, affirmations, all that stuff is great. But if you struggle to let somebody go, even though you know you don't want to be with them anymore and they weren't any good for you or y'all weren't any good for each other, typically it's because of one of two reasons. Either one, you let them in from an unhealthy place and therefore they filled a role they weren't meant to fill, like, you know, the absentee dad or maybe the emotionally neglectful mom or something like that, you know, a role that you weren't designed to let somebody go from in the first place. Or two, it's a testament to how real your love was. It ain't about self-love. That's just...
Now, ain't that a bitch? Y'all excuse my language, but ain't that a bitch that this man is saying this shit and he's basically virtual signaling to women, even though he's that same punk ass dude that he's talking about right now. He's talking about what he did to his wife. That's what this sucker is talking about. She's struggling to let him go. And matter of fact, I don't know how true this is. I need to look more into it. But allegedly, his wife, Denial Jackson, put out there in like a little journal online. A lot of people got to stop doing that. But put out there allegedly that she allowed Dirty Dick Derek to go out there and cheat. That's what they saying. She allowed him to go out there and cheat. Now and it's so crazy because I remember MTR, Mediocre Tutorials and Reviews, said had a young lady on his show a year ago, and they was doing a review of this stuff, and she said this. I didn't think that was true because he trying to act like the choir boy. So I'm like, he just a simp. Kind of find out he a dirty dick. But she was like, I think he's projecting. I'm like, I don't know about that. Then kind of find out he was cheating. He was everything that he talked about. So all he did was take everything he did to his wife and put it out there. That's all he did. Real quick, G2 said that's BS propaganda. Guys always pay. That's from what I said earlier. Child support, fines, prison time, job loss, family loss, loss of all they've worked for. Shall I continue? Nah, you ain't got to continue. You said it perfectly. Back to quit. He said, dirty dick. Flavor said, is that Mr. Stretch Mark Lover who played these modern women like a fiddle? Do. That's all I'm going to say. Quick says they can't let go because they have nobody else. And I think that's the same thing with Dirty Dick, what he did to his wife. His wife is not a bad looking woman. She's not a bad looking woman. But when you see her, she does look like she has low self-esteem. And I'm not saying she need to be cocky or arrogant like those females, but I'm just saying it just looks like she doesn't believe in herself. So I can imagine she would allow a dude like him to do what he did. I can imagine that. Cody says, why you giving that bitch that guy's crazy word there? I'll just use Cody. I'm just using them as an example. I feel what you're saying, but I'm just using them as an example. I ain't gonna tell y'all to go over there and check them out and nothing. I ain't gonna tell y'all to do that though. PA in the building. What's good? What's good? What's good? He said, what's good, folks? What's good? All right, let's go back to Dirty Dick.
It's the nature of real love.
Pause.
No matter how fake they may have been. And hopefully we're at the point where we understand just because somebody is your ex, it don't mean that they were fake and they were toxic and they were trash and narcissistic and abusive and all of that. But let's just say they were. Even if this person was no good, and again, they were just fake and phony, if your love was real, it's not going to listen. Real love don't listen. It don't slow down whenever you fall in love with somebody and you want it to slow down. It don't listen. And it don't turn off for somebody that you know that you don't want to be with anymore. Because your investment was real. The time that you invested was real. The thoughts and the hope and the faith in the future that you had with this person, that was real. The way that you protected them and held them down and gave access to this person in a way that you don't give access to people normally, that was real. So of course you're not going to be good at getting them out of this place in your heart because you were never good at letting them in or anybody into this place in your heart. You let them into a very vulnerable and unguarded place. That was real. So it's not going to be very easy. And the reason why I want to stress this is because people that go by the whole, just love yourself and just, all this just add water advice. Anytime you do that, you suppress the grief that's needed in order to get on the other side of holding on to this person that's no longer right for you.
This bitch ass nigga. I'm sorry, y'all. Please excuse my French. He a bitch ass dog. You sitting around and doing that, and you won't let your wife go because you trying to keep up this facade, this image. He a piece of shit, and that's what I'm saying. A lot of guys like us, man, we've been calling this shit out for the longest. You got a couple different dudes. I would say in a nutshell, right? You got dudes that's gonna be real about who they are, and you're gonna be dudes that understand that. But they still gonna be who they are. Like they say, birds of a feather flock together. I think that's true to a high extent. But you got the ones that like, yo, no matter what my homie do, that's not what I do. I'm not with that. And then when you look at guys and for his relationships, for his friendships or whatever, we can have a homeboy that be on some bullshit, but he find a good, we already know this. Guys can attest to this. When you find a good chick, you feeling her and all that, and y'all building, you're not really hanging out with your homeboys like that no more. Guys don't really get upset with each other when we don't see each other like that. Because if we do, you looking at like, damn, you a bitch, bro. And I'm sure all the guys here can attest to that. When you find a great woman, and you off doing your thing, y'all building, you feeling her and all of that, you ain't really hanging with your homeboys. Like, respectfully, it's women that will get upset, like, where you been at? You hanging with this dude and all that. If a dude say that to another guy, he gonna be like, damn, dog, you need you some coochie, huh? That's what it is. Like, let's keep it real, man. Hold on, my bad. Let me back up a little bit. G2 says, I know a chick that was beautiful, got her ass beat on a regular. Damn. She dealt with it because she got her hair done. Oh, he got her hair done, nails, and whatever she wanted. Yeah, that's crazy. That's fucked up. G2 also said it ain't even about love. It's about either status stuff or for some the idea of the perfect family. Yeah, it's always some bullshit, man. That shit be sad. GQ say bitch ass nigga. Like I said, Quick said my feeling exactly about this food. For real. GQ said I called this years ago. I'm telling you, guys, we be trying to tell women, man, he a sucker. The stuff that he said made no sense. Like when he said that shit about guys buying a little fake sex doll and or whatever and can't afford it because it's like $3,000. Oh, well, guess what, ladies? These guys most likely gonna get it from their baby mama and some shit that they don't really want so they can have sex with this fake doll. Dudes is like, motherfucker, what? You mean to tell me, bro, that $3,000 instead of me trying to get a car, get jewelry, new outfits, new J's, I'm gonna go ahead and trick my baby mama or female into buying me a fake sex doll? I was like, he said too much clout bullshit, and women still went for it. Quick says, I wreck his wife and friend. Damn. Woo! Anyways, he shot out Quick. Flavor said, if it's too soon to be his ex-wife wants half of what Mr. Stretch Mark Lover got in the divorce settlement, he's gonna wish he kept himself faithful to her and practice what he preached. I'm telling you, hey, all the OGs on here that's old enough to know that old school blues song is cheaper to keep her. Now, that song is not meaning that it's a good man and his woman is treat him wrong. Don't leave her. That song mean if you a dirty dick, Derek, don't be out here effing off because once you get into a divorce, she gonna get everything. That's what that song meant. You a dirty dick? Yeah, you might want to clean up your act. It's cheaper to keep her, bro. G2 said, oh yeah, Cody, she was a Cody said, OOF. PA say I would smash his wife too. Oh Lord, y'all gangster, boy. Y'all get now. Hey, I'm gonna tell y'all like this now. Make sure y'all ready for it, cause I ain't gonna front. Whether y'all know it or not, Dirty Dick is actually a big ass dude. He like 6'5", 250, 60 pounds, lift 300. Like he a big dude now. I ain't saying for y'all to be scared. He is a sucker, but he used to play football. So I'm just saying, if y'all think he gonna allow that, y'all might got another thing coming. I'm gonna play a little bit more than this, then I'm gonna go to something else real quick. More of the virtue signalers uniting.
You delay the process. And matter of fact, you might end up stopping the process because what it comes down to is acceptance.
He probably takes steroids.
You don't need to bash your ex or be resentful. You don't need to go get with somebody else and all these superficial hookups. You don't need to, again, just pour more wine and all that. It feels good in the moment, but you don't need to do all of that. You cannot replace the love that you had with these types of things. You can't replace the love that you had with hate for them. You can only replace love with acceptance. So if you're struggling to let that person go, your ex go, what are you refusing to accept? Are you refusing to accept that you couldn't change them? Are you refusing to accept that you couldn't save them, that you couldn't force something to be that wasn't meant to be? Or are you refusing to accept that you were the problem? You were the toxic one. You were the one that wasn't ready, because sometimes that's the case. And that's okay. Because once you identify that thing and you start to accept what it is that you need to accept for you, now you give new meaning to those experiences that you can't change. And when you give new experiences to those painful experiences, new meaning to those experiences that you can't change, you make room for new experiences with someone else.
Now, I ain't gonna lie. He must have took a psychology course, because he know how to, man. I'm not no psychiatrist, but you know how they say narcissistic traits? That's some narcissistic shit for real. Because a narcissist would do that, like trick you out your square, off your square, and make you think you did something wrong. or they're doing you a benefit by dealing with you. That's some narcissistic shit. I ain't gonna lie. Do good at what they do. Dirty Dick know how to do it. PA said I used to play football too. All right. Hey, do your thing, man. I mean, he a sucker. You never know. He only suckers like him to get his ass what big is that. Quick said his wife sweet and thick as she do seem like a sweet chick, but he got her mind going. Quick, I don't know if you've seen it online lately, but a month ago she was on there rebuking everybody, talking about she hope God kill your wife, your husband, make your children bums. Maybe they'll die too just because you hating on her marriage. He got her head fucked up. I don't think y'all want to put nothing in her. Cody said LMAO. That's okay. I'm a big dude too. Hey, I respect gangster. Dude took a pandering course. Something, man. Dude, he know what he doing. I ain't gonna front. Dude know what the hell he doing. But enough of this one. I gotta show y'all the other one. I gotta show y'all the other one because this the other shit that he do. He like Jay-Z, man. He a hustler for real. And females get their head slapped all day. All right, this the other one.
Team Jackson, what's happening? So I was scrolling through my DMs a couple of minutes ago, and I saw this woman ask a question about basically she's.
I got a question. How come he still got 711,000 subscribers on YouTube and over 1 million subscribers on Instagram? Somebody help me understand that.
At this dude, he's all that in a bag of chips, except for one thing, and that's that he don't really know what he's doing in life right now. He's at that space. He's trying to figure it out. He's had a couple of setbacks, and therefore he's not really sure if he wants a relationship. It's not one of those like, oh, I'm trying to manipulate you. I'm not ready for a relationship, but I want relationship benefits type of situations. It's really a solid dude, but he's just kind of confused at this point in his life. So let me say this real quick. No disrespect to any man that fits into this category, but a confused man cannot love a woman. A confused man can give you a lot of things like regrets and time wasted, give you some good sex, which is only going to be soul ties that you have to break later on, but he cannot give you love. And the reason why is because it's similar to like a woman who doesn't love herself and she can't love a man. Why is that? Because women are natural born nurturers. So the nurturing system in a woman is broken if it's not first flowing to her and then from there to everybody else. Therefore, she can't nurture or love a man in the way that she was designed to love, and she also can't receive love. Same thing goes for a man who is confused in life because we're natural born leaders, but the leadership system is broken if he can't even lead himself. If he has no direction, if he has no plan, if he's not sure, even from life or to relationships, he's not sure, he's just trying to figure it out. Let's just see what happens. All of that means his leadership system is broken, and therefore he can never make a woman feel secure in any role in his life because he ain't even a director of his own life. He an extra just like everybody else, and I'm, again, let me just separate this guy from the guys who have a plan, but they're still materializing it. It's still coming together. They're at the beginning stages.
Now, don't it sound like he talking about himself? A confused man can never love you. He want to get this money. He want to get these bitches. That's what it seemed like Dirty Dick is doing. Quick says those are women hoping his story will get better and they can probably learn some bullshit from it. Yeah. And I think it's also because he don't hold them accountable, so they're not holding him accountable. And then think about it. How many women actually believe that Derek should be with his wife? Like a lot of those females, we already know they don't think that they should be together and they would take his position. Why you think every time he got got outed for cheating by the women he was cheating with, is because they wanted to throw it in her face. Like, it's some evil bitches out there. I don't care what nobody say when they're like, oh, you shouldn't talk about women. What about when women do other women wrong that are decent, good women? You kiss my ass if you think we're not finna call them out over here. That's bullshit. They can say whatever they want about man spaces, whatever the title is of that space. We call out Dirty Dick, Derricks, and Rodneys for doing good women, decent women wrong. And if they are bad women, leave them the hell alone. It's simple as that. G2 said, just like men can deal with dumb ass for pretty, females do too. That's exactly what it is. Cody said, yep. GQ said he was definitely talking about himself. He was projecting. I see it. He also said that's why he was so good at speaking on the topic. He was his own blueprint. Man, I'm telling you, GQ, dog, that's that narcissistic shit. Those are the traits. Like I said, I'm not a psychiatrist. I can't diagnose him as that. but I know a dirty dick nigga when I see one. PA says, if he keep blowing smoke up these hoes' ass, he gonna keep her following. He can go away, let this blow over for 6 months, then be right back at it again. And you know what's so crazy, PA? He did that already. He messed up. He was going for about 4 months, came back with his wife, holding on her hand real tight, and it looked like a damn hostage confession or some shit like that. So yeah, he probably just gonna do it again. That's why he jumped out in front of it, but he's still out there making money on the road. These stupid ass heifers going to his damn conferences and stuff like that, and still taking advice from him because they think he look good. That's all it is. Even though he man, Derek Jackson is lame as fuck. It's a lot of females that I know. If you lame, they don't care how you look, how much money you got. They don't F with you. But these females these days do not care. Cody said, I mean, what is he doing? What he's doing is smart. He advertising the content to the larger consumer base. My issue is he is fake. But hey, guess it works. I feel you like Jay-Z. I'm a hustler. I ain't hating. If you ask me a question, I'm going to keep it G with you, but I ain't hating. Quick says most of these women think he doesn't belong with her. Yep. They always think they are the special one to fill that slot. And they also think they're going to change them too. That's how stupid a lot of them are. Well Talk says selling himself out for a Happy Meal. My name is Derek Pandering Jackson. But we know he's talking about himself. We already know that. That's one guy, the guy with the little shirt, stretch mark lover. Real quick, G2 said he raggedy. Women know he raggedy, but steady support him. It's because he's pretty. That's all he got for him. Matter of fact, G2, let me ask you something. Would you mess with Dirty Dick Jackson because he cute? I'm just asking the question because you know what it is. So say, would you, if you just wanted to kick it one night, get your rocks off, would you mess with him since he a handsome dude? G2 also said he's advertising muscles and a deep voice. I'm Derek Jackson and my dick is dirty. Let me see. Yeah, y'all just say what's up to each other. Say what's up to everybody. Show love. Appreciate y'all. So I got another one I gotta show. I'm sure some of y'all know who this is. This dude, another one. His name is Ace Metaphor, aka Tony Knowles. This one, he trying to pander to men by way of pandering. I don't know. I've been drinking y'all. Pandering to men, but at the same time still doing it for women. Tony Knowles, aka Mr. Ace Metaphor. Let's see what he's talking about. The title says, "Get you a Russell Wilson, Sierra's husband." Now, he started like he's talking to women, but watch how he tries to flip it on men. This shit is crazy.
Get you a Russell. Get you a Russell. You know, yada, 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 boom, 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 blah, 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 blah. Now, I know there's a whole bunch of contextual reasons as to why you're saying get you a Russell Wilson. The way Russell treats her, the good guy, etc., etc. And Sierra's past is a little questionable with her dating situations, Futures, Bow Wows, 50 Cents. So I get why that is said. However, what gets lost in the conversation is that Russell got him a Sierra. And I think guys need to normalize talking about that too. So just like women can say, hey, get you a Russell, guys need to be like, go get you a Sierra. Now, hold on now. Now I'm just giving you a tease about what I'm talking about later. I'm not gonna give you the whole thing, but get you a Sierra. People get lost in, like, that part gets lost. Sierra is a rich, successful, beautiful woman. All right. Rich, successful, beautiful woman. Russell got with someone he deemed to be his equal. And so, without giving you too much of what we're talking about, or what I'm going to talk about later, it is those factors are important. It is important for both parties to feel like they won. The reason Russell felt like he won is because he was able to yoke himself with someone that was also successful,
also at the peak of their craft. Also,
now listen to this bullshit he said, y'all. He said that Russell Wilson got somebody who he was equally yoked with and successful at her craft like he was at his. Let's hear some more of this bullshit.
So beautiful. You see what I'm saying? And so for all those people screaming, I want a Russell, cool. But are you a Sierra? I want y'all to internalize what I just said. For all those people that saying, I want a Russell.
Hold on real quick. Let me go to the chat because he's saying some more shit. Back to earlier. I asked that question. Hold on, real quick. PA said those hoes made him a millionaire. Yep. Gray said yeah. G2 said yeah. Cody said Dirty D. Quick said she will let him smash. Cody laughed at that. G2 said I totally used 3 colors of bleach out. Oh, you nasty. Flavor said they'll remain loyal to him despite evidence of him being a snake oil salesperson and preying on impressionable and genuine good women. Quick says Ace Ventura. Damn. No, oh shit. I ain't gonna even read that one. Cody said, yeah, this guy seems, you know what? G2 said, Cody, he's the male version of Delilah, but remember, she took Samson out. Hence the condoms and bleach. Oh, Lord, have mercy. Quick also said most women like to have a side Russell only because he is safe, but love giving themselves to reckless dudes that don't give a AF. You right about that. Cody said, yep, I don't know who that is, and I'm not judging you. Condoms, though. But real quick to y'all, you heard that? He said a lot of women want a Russell, and a lot of guys want a Sierra. But is that woman a Sierra, and is that man a Russell? Russell wanted somebody who was equally yoked and successful. All right, first of all, Sierra ain't going platinum and gold. Sierra had a baby already, and she has a sketchy baby daddy and a sketchy past of exes. The only problem we heard that Russell had was with his ex-wife. You don't hear no problem. You hear he's a square, stays out of trouble and all that. Sierra, on the other hand, was throwing her box to sketchy dudes. It's more than just her having some fame and some money that makes her equally yoked. In that way of talking, that is not the same thing when it comes to men and women. And this is why I show him being a sucker. It is not the same damn thing. But let's go ahead and hear him cap some more without a baseball cap on his forehead.
Are you a Sierra? And then for the fellas, it's like, I want a Sierra. Are you a Russell? And if you do not, if you miss that point, I need y'all.
Real quick, for all the fellas in the chat, put a 1 if you want a Sierra. Go ahead and put a 1. Put a 2 if you know better and you would not wife up a Sierra. But if you want a Sierra, like he said, put a 1 in the chat. You want a Sierra, you want to marry her. She got a child already. Future's her baby daddy. And she's messed with 50 Cent, Nick Cannon, Bow Wow. Like, go ahead and put a 1. But if you know better than that, put a 2 in the chat for me.
You got to really connect on that point. You got to connect on that point. If you're not connecting on that point, you're going to miss it. You know what I'm saying? You're going to miss it. Our options open, the better people we become. There is no way to get around that. I know people like, but what's on the inside matters. Yes, but there are really great on the inside broke people. You know what I mean? There's very good on the inside people who, to you may deem to be unattractive. So we are looking for people that are good on the inside, but also has those qualifications to match ours in life. And isn't that why finding people becomes kind of difficult?
Y'all believe that bullshit dude said? He said they might be good on the inside, but they broke. Men don't maneuver like that. We'll deal with a chick that work at Burger King. That's how women, generally speaking, move. Women want to date up. Guys generally date down. Because we don't care about it. If you're a good person, we ain't worrying about if you got money. Like, let's just break it down and keep it G. For all the guys in the chat, if y'all are millionaires, or even if you make $100,000 a year, does it really matter if a chick work at Burger King, McDonald's, as long as you're attracted to her? Whatever look she got that you like, she actually shows that she's interested in you, and she's a nice person. Are you more worried about that, or that she got to work at a Fortune 500 company, a CEO, and a hard bitch to deal with? Like, what is he talking about? Like, that's why dudes like him and Derek, they can't pander to us men. Because we're not going to listen to what the fuck you got to say. You don't make no damn sense whatsoever. Real quick in the chat, G2 said, I answer honestly. I'm just saying, don't answer. You don't want to. I'm just messing with you, girl. Hey, G2, if you would go out with the looks, I ain't hating on you. I'm glad you answer honestly instead of be like, no, I'm gonna just say this just to appease them. Thank you for keeping it real. But the bleaching the condoms, damn. Cody says Sierra ain't special. Thank you. Sierra's old now. That's a pump and dump. I'm sorry, that's a pump and dump. Especially, I don't know if y'all seen it. I might show it later. She's still out here twerking. This hoe in the snow twerking. She got on a jacket, but then she got on boy shorts or the little skinny ass shit you pull to the. All my fellas know what I'm talking about. We are most of us that had this experience, especially about 30. You know how they got the little boy shorts that you pull to the side. Yeah, yeah. But she got thigh high boots, twerking in the snow. That's who we supposed to marry because she cute and got a little money. All right. Quick says Russell was basically a cleanup sucker. Clean up, man. Guy just seemed like a simp. Cody said it too. Quick says it too. Smash and dash it like everyone else. I'm telling you. Go in the restaurant, eat, haul ass because you ain't got no cash. G2 said, hey, though, her child support check might be worth. Flavor said a 2. Yes, sir. Cody said hookups aren't the same thing. Free juice box, though. I hear you. Hey, that's what it is. You got some chicks that will pay like their way. Quick says, doesn't matter her job, just act right. I'm telling you, that's how guys look at it. GQ said I was that he's stupid. PA said sort of because a girl that work at McDonald's see your nice things and then she will try to set you up and rob you. Take her to dinner and she taking pictures of the restaurant. She ain't gotta be rich, but I mean, this is my thing, PA. What I'm saying is they try to make it seem like if you got something good going for you, you only want a chick that meets your level. That's not you. I'm sure you know what I'm saying, PA. That's not how we think. Because guys that are providers, protectors, and have a true traditional mindset. And I'm not saying that it's easy nowadays. Trust me, I'm not saying that because let's keep it real. 50-50 is more feasible these days. You know what I'm saying? But I'm saying if you are a guy that got your shit right, you're not looking like, oh, she gotta have her shit right because we're gonna do 50-50. Especially if you old school, you're not looking for that. And a lot of these women that talk that boss talk and independence and all that still want you to pay for everything. So why would I go for somebody that's gonna tell me what I want? You know what I'm saying? Quick says sneak peek shorts. Oh yeah, I'm gonna show y'all a little later. Hope I don't get in trouble for it, but I'm gonna show you later. G2 said that's how you throw a hip out. Bad plan, twerking. Yeah, her knees be clapping too. Not her ass cheek, her knees. GQ, you stupid. G2 said, PA, don't hook what up at the McDonald's in the ghetto, bro. Yeah, that's what I wasn't saying. Matter of fact, go to the best place to go if you do that with a chick. Go to Chick-fil-A because for some reason they got way better employees at Chick-fil-A, and I don't even eat there like that. But the employees are way more nicer. Like, even if I ain't gonna even say it, they're nicer. What up? Got Hurricane in the building. He said, skirt. What up? What's good? Flavor said, as long as she's genuinely sweet person, I don't care less. I can care less about her job, working a 9-to-5 fast food, that our personalities are compatible. That's what I'm saying. Ray said, what up to you, Hurricane? Well, Talk said, I was here. All right. Let's go back to this dude. Oh, man. We're gonna make it.
And somebody said, these fellas are not Russell. Let's be honest. I'm only gonna take a couple more because I got to get to the gym. And I'm gonna cover this topic in Larger detail later. That's false. It's false. Ladies, I love you guys, but I'm not going to allow you to believe that there is no Russells left, that most men aren't Russell. No. Most women aren't Sierra. Ask yourself, how many people do you walk around on a daily basis that look like Sierra, that has the talent Sierra has, that has the money Sierra has, that has the fame Sierra has? How many? So when you say there's not many Russells, there's not many Sierras. Right? Doesn't it work both ways? Like, it does, right? So when there is this constant chastisement of men not being Russells, there is a mirror that needs to be looked and say, how many of you guys are Sierras? Like, the thing about women is you want to be loved for who you are, right? You want to be loved for who you are. But to me, it's sort of hypocritical because you don't fully just love men for who they are. You know, a man has to also have usefulness. He has to also have stability. He probably also has to have some type of success and some type of ambition. It's multiple factors. So when you're saying, okay, but there's not a lot of Russells, it's because you hold men to a higher standard than you probably hold yourself as a woman.
Now, I ain't gonna lie, right there, he kind of cooked that. I give Tony his props on that one. He kind of cooked that because that probably hurt somebody's feelings. You ain't what you talking about. I give him that credit. I ain't gonna front. He cooked that one right there. But the only problem is the way he preferenced this conversation. Where he's wrong at is men are not totally looking on average for a woman that makes the same kind of money he makes, considering these women are not expected to do 50-50. You see what a lot of women be on. Oh, I'm making all this money, so he got to be on my level, but he got to pay for everything. That's what guys are more so looking at a woman's personality, the way she carry herself, and then we want to step in and see if it's real. We want to see if we can deal with this woman, and she's what we thought we saw. Just keeping it G. That's the only thing I disagree with. Hold on, let me go up. Like JV say, yeah, I be losing spots. PA say I agree, but I've dated women that don't have much, and she see one of my checks, and the bitch lost her mind, got mad because I didn't let her know I get paid like that, and I wasn't breaking off. No, PA, you right. I'm not. G2 said this. Grace said this. Don't be going just anywhere in the hood or wherever and just finding any type of chick. So we know that there are. Matter of fact, most chicks that talk that shit that they talk online broke anyways. They'll say all that because they'll spend their whole check to look cute. We didn't see them at McDonald's with the weaves, fingernail polish, and all that bullshit, and think they on the Sierra's level. We didn't see that. But what I'm saying, PA, is the fact that, like, say if because I got a question on that with the chicks you talking about. Did you pay attention to her attitude? What type of person she was at that time in your life? Was you really paying attention to the person she was, or was you paying attention to them cheeks? Because I'm saying as we get older, of course, we got to pay attention to the personality and see if she actually a nice person. Because you got ghetto chicks out there that seem nice, and you got to keep in mind, nah, she's still ghetto. Because there a lot of females try to trick us nowadays and think we're supposed to still be okay with it. So I would have to question you: was you paying attention to who she was and thought she was a good person, or was you paying attention to them cheeks and didn't give a damn about a person? I'm just asking. Not trying to shame you to go off on you. I'm just keeping it G. We got to do this as men. Ask these questions. Cody says, "I'd never be with some hoe twerking or shaking her ass in public. Degenerate behavior." Man, Cody, I don't know if you seen that video, but when I seen her twerking on a Dodge truck at a dirty ass Shell's gas station, I'm like, you got money, you got status, especially because of your husband. Russell Wilson, like $100 million man. Why the hell is you at a dirty ass gas station? Like, you right. Like, I'm on the same time. Like, I had to get my mind right on dealing with certain females. And that's why as PA, what I asked them, because we got to be careful about that shit, dog. Fuck just the attraction. You got to pay attention to how she actually move and talk. Cody also says, Why these simps acting like that's a desirable woman to be with? Smash, maybe? Maybe. Yeah, for real. So I'll smash. But that's it. PA says Russell Wilson about to get benched and cut messing around with that broad Sierra or however you spell her damn name has neutered that fool. Well, I don't know if she neutered him. He seemed like he was already neutered. But I get what you're saying. Something messing him up out on the field. Something. Grace says, is it me or does homie sound like he's part of the alphabet department? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That virtual signaling, when it comes to a real man, certain things we on. But I mean, we understand certain things too. I ain't gonna sit there and act like we don't. We understand the hustle. We understand. We might disagree with it, but we understand it. It's just when you come talking shit about us. Cody says, yeah, that's what I'm saying. G2 said, all right, just checking. PA says, when women make more than you, they look down on you and they will let you know your ass is broke. Yep, that's what I'm talking about. PA says the cheeks, of course. I didn't want anything but she was a school teacher. That's what I'm saying. I know it. I'm a man too, PA. I know it. We mess around and pay attention to the wrong things. And some man, we get pandered to, bullshitted, gaslighted, and we think, oh, we see potential in her, even though she got a tattoo on her forehead. That doesn't mean she ratchet. No, we gotta know better than that. I can see her ass cheeks through a turtle a turtleneck. That don't mean she a hoe. Yeah, that does. GQ said, "What is? I never let a female know that my pockets are swollen." Yeah, these days you gotta be careful because some will set you up. GQ also said, "I never let a Oh, okay, you just fixed it." Quick says Ford Bronco she was twerking on at a Shell's gas station. Hurricane says he was already neutered. Yep, I think so too. He a lame. I mean, ain't nothing wrong with being a square, staying out of trouble and all that. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Sometimes we put too much emphasis on square, lame, and all that just because somebody don't do what we do or talk how we do. But we already know how he get down. Quick says most dudes don't know any better. Color hair covered in tats with reckless attitude is wife material to most fools. Yeah. Especially because we get brainwashed, man. Them R&B songs. Then Flavor said Sierra got Russell on a leash after they were married. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's what she did. Because if you notice when they was dating up to the point when they got married, she wasn't twerking. Next thing you know, about a year or so after they got married, had their first child, now this whole back popping up thought pocket. Yeah, she slapped his head. She's just a nice professional hoe. She a classy hoe.
Or other women. You see what I'm saying? Because to me, I can be like, I'm a man. I know there's not many Sierras. That's why Russell scooped her up. And that's why Russell treats her so nice. Because he don't want to lose a good thing. There's not too many of her.
Are you fucking kidding me?
And so the key part that nobody want to talk about is, and this is the point I want everybody to internalize. The part that people don't want to talk about is people that are rarer. Is that a word? People that are rarer get treated better. And I know life shouldn't be like that. I know it shouldn't be. I have a personal problem with that. I think you will have a personal problem with that.
Yeah,
but I'm not here to speak what we would like the world to be. I'm here to speak what the world is. People that are rarer or more valuable normally are treated better. Just the way it is.
I should have called this damn video the gaslighters. This is a lot of gaslighting going on right here.
If you're more valuable, you have more money, you're treated better when you get on a plane. You're in first class. They come in and making sure you got cookies and wine. Okay? You stay at the Ritz-Carlton and they take you back to the room and make sure you got all the things you need. But when you don't got as much money, you at the Motel 8, they not walking you to the door. You carry your own bags. It just is what it is. People who are more valuable get treated better.
Now, you know what, Quick? I agree with that. But Russell is like a physical walking embodiment of virtual seeking. Like, he's not going to do that. Because Quick said Russell should have snatched her and pulled her to the side and check that shit. She not representing their marriage properly as a wife. But This is the thing. Russell was married to a white woman at first, and I'm not, trying to be disrespectful for his race, but he was married to a white woman. He kind of like the white black dude, whatever. I ain't saying you got to be ghetto to be a black man, but for us, yeah, hey, how's it going, guys? Like that type of voice. He don't look like his voice should sound like that, but yeah, he do. My bad. But he's doing what I have a problem with. He messed with white women coming up. He finally get with a black woman, and that's what you think a black woman does? That's what's the problem at. You think a black woman shake her ass all the time? That means you accept her for who she is? Man, come on, let's keep it real. How many people in the chat actually think that she won't let somebody else put their eggplant in her? That's why men who know better, that's trying to settle down and have a wife that's worth something, it's not gonna act like the hoes we used to mess with when we were single and not married. I remember having this conversation with guys before. Even with the guys that have, been out there, messing with a lot of females, dog, they're not gonna settle down with a woman that remind them of their past or remind them of them running the streets. They want a woman that motivates them to be a good man. And I just don't see how Sierra motivates Russell to be a good man and be faithful. She would motivate me to fuck other females. I'm just gonna keep it gangster on you. I'm just keep it gangster. GQ says I never a rare female. I never met a rarer female. Yeah, I've never heard of a rarer female. Quick says, yeah, he's just corny. Flavor said, I wish Russell grow some balls and tell Sierra straight up that she's his wife and he will not be popping out her. She will not be popping out her thought pocket and bringing any more shame to their marriage, even if he fears losing her. That's what a real man would do. Cody says, I'm sure he lets her do whatever. If he is allowing her to be shaking her holes for all society, you might have a point on that. He might be a cuck. Like he might, like how some of y'all said earlier, y'all smash Derek Jackson's wife in front of him. Russell might be one of them dudes already. Like Future probably didn't already smashed her in front of him. But this dude right here, man, I'm gonna play a little bit more, then I'm gonna go to another King Panderer. I just can't believe he's trying to tell men something. I mean, he cooking with the women, I ain't gonna lie. Right here he is, but real men know better. You can't say some of the shit you said. Like everybody want to Sierra. Oh, we want somebody who got money and all that. Of course, we want a woman, because from how women used to be in yesteryears, it's not that many good women like that nowadays with their head on straight. Women were always pretty much self-sufficient. We used to trust them to be self-sufficient with the money we brought in. We would give women our checks for the most part. For the guys, had to work, drop out of school early, take care of the family, starting with his immediate family to having his own family, his own wife and kids. We trusted our wife to, handle the finances. These chicks nowadays, man, go ahead and give a chick your debit card or your credit card if you want to.
People who have, that's the only analogy, because I'm not going to talk about it. I'm talking about this later, but people who have those rare qualities are treated.
I can tell you used to be a pimp.
It just is what it is. You can argue it if you want to. You can tell me how messed up that is.
Something like that.
Ace, why do you think this way? That's not what I personally want. I think people who are good on the inside should be. Those are the only things that matter. If you're good on the inside, then people should treat you better. But that's not how the world works. You and I both know that. So when we get into these conversations about how Russell is treating Sierra, nobody talks about how Russell treated that white girl he was with when he first came into the league. And I ain't trying to throw shade on him. I don't know how he treated her. We don't know. But my point is, the better person you tend to get with, the irreplaceable factor that they bring inspires and motivates people to treat them better, because you have to. If you don't, you'll lose them. People that get with people that they feel is average and easily replaceable, they tend to not treat them as well, because the fear of losing that person isn't as high. And again, we can talk about this 1,000 different ways. You can tell me, Ace, that's fucked up, and I agree with you. But that's the truth. The truth is when someone doesn't feel your value and they feel like that they can replace you easily, the motivation to treat you really, really well is lowered. Is lowered. It just is. So my advice to people is this, and I want y'all to really take this. My advice to people is, somebody said he treats Sierra like a queen because she is one. He treats Sierra like a queen because she is one. She's beautiful, feminine,
Lord have mercy.
rich,
Really?
famous.
She famous. Thought.
And she's probably a good person.
She a good thought.
She is a queen.
Queen thought.
He doesn't have to pretend she's one.
He don't have to pretend she a thought. She show everybody that.
He doesn't have to say she's a queen just to sound Afrocentric. Queen, queen, queen. He doesn't have to speak her queenship into existence.
He lame.
She already is one. He is treating her according to what she already is. And that is the point that I think gets lost in this conversation. Like, brothers want to be treated like kings, then you have to be one. If you want to be treated like a Russell Wilson, become one. Become one. And it's easier for people to treat you like you already is.
This nigga a simp.
Some people are not kings. They're not even princes. They're not jacks. They're common people. And they want to be treated like...
Uh-oh, y'all. That boy in the building. That boy in the building.
That man a simp right there.
That boy in the building.
Oh, Lord.
He in the building.
What's going on, everybody? What's popping?
Man, if y'all don't know who I'm talking about, we got the one, the only, the man, the myth, the motherfucking legend, JVJ. Say what's up to the people, man.
You was talking that slow because you was trying to find the button, wasn't you?
You talking about the wrong thing. Go ahead and talk to the people.
Yeah, what it do everybody tonight? I see Death Note in the chat talking about why this Negro show up. Shut up, Death Note. You don't never show up.
Damn.
But let's see. Nah, man. Ace metaphor. What he just said right there didn't make no damn sense, man. You said Russell treats her like a queen because she is a queen. So I'm guessing she just became one because when she was with Future, how was Future treating her?
Like she was supposed to be treated.
This dude's so goofy, man. I swear I don't like hearing this dude talk.
Had to get on him, man. Had to get on him.
Get all the panders of 2022.
You see what Quick says? Showing fear of losing someone is the worst thing a dude can do. Just don't give her AF and keep her on her toes. That's just shit, man. Especially somebody like her, like, because Kevin got rich, so Kevin Samuel said, yeah, you don't see nothing. The next thing you know, you see her clapping her ass cheeks like it was applause going on. Like, guys tried to actually give her credit because I was like, yeah, he actually got a point. The next thing you know, right after, it's so crazy, literally a month after Kevin said that, this bitch was back clapping her ass cheeks.
Well, she said I got the A-OK. Time to twerk.
PA said... PA says, actually, I did pepper. Oh, damn. For a couple of weeks, I said, fuck that shit. Dealing with hoes is harder than Chinese girl.
Call it how you see it.
Poor Arthur in the building. Flavor says Sierra's no queen by twerking on the cock. I've never seen Queen Elizabeth clapping her ass cheeks in her throne. I'm just saying. Quick says, I don't need to be treated like a king. I am a king fool. Cody said, yo. GQ says, if your ass ain't sitting on the throne, then how the hell are you queen? Yeah, it's a lot of peasants out here. I don't know. What up, Death Note? It's a lot of peasants out here that talking about king and queens. Y'all motherfuckers is not no JVJ drunk small top one.
I'm about to put it on. See, I'm be quiet for a second. I'm about to go put the tank top on.
Make sure you got something on when you turn that camera on, nigga. Don't just be popping up butt ass naked, man. Where's that? I want to show y'all where that shit at. What the? This is not her. Hold on. Y'all give me a second. I'm trying to see something. Hell no, that can't be. Y'all bear with me for a second. Hold on. I'm trying to see something. Oh, okay. I'm about to say, I know damn well that ain't Sierra. That was somebody else. Hold on. Y'all bear with me 1 second. I'm trying to find this for y'all. I know they got it on here. Hold on. Y'all bear with me. But we had already seen the other thought shit, but I wanted to show y'all what I was talking about. Okay, so I guess they ain't put it on YouTube yet. Hold on. Y'all bear with me. I got y'all. Give me 1 second. I think I might have found it. Hold on. I got y'all. Hold on. I gotta show y'all this shit. Damn. It is advertisement shit. Hold on, real quick. While I show up, let me go to the comments real quick. PA says that bitch ain't no queen. Damn, this nigga make me want to throw up. Only thing I would want Sierra to be is a big old freak and let me do a prawn with her. Hurricane, say what up, pink tank top. Death Note says I show up. I'm just off and on in the chat. Yeah, he moved like that mask he got on his avatar. Quick say what up, JV. About to sip some old English and smoke new. If you don't get off, OnlyFans and focus. Damn. Hold on. Is this it? These in this. Now, Jay, you can't talk shit. This is not my fault. Hold on.
Bear with us, folks. Bear with us.
Yeah, bear with me because I wanted to show y'all this shit.
Hey, man, you played the wrong intro, man. I made us a brand new intro for the network.
You didn't name it right.
It say brand new.
No, it don't.
What
it say untitled.
Man, let me see. This junk say
go
JVJ Network intro.
And how long was that?
That one 23 seconds. What the hell are you looking at?
Hold on. Let me scroll up real quick.
All of them at the bottom.
All right. JVJ intro J. Where you see that at?
It's right underneath. Man, go to where the video clips. It's the fourth one, the fifth one from the top.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This one?
Yeah.
JVJ Network. Okay, so why did you take hold on. First of all, you didn't tell me. So that's where you fucked up at. And second, you just erased mine without telling me. So
man, we got a new intro,
iceberg.
Man.
We just ran into an iceberg.
Like man, play the intro for the folks, man. Anyway, I worked hard on that.
Yeah, go ahead, because I'm about to pull this one shit.
Like 5 seconds I took on this. Y'all check it out, man. This the one he supposed to be playing, y'all. Y'all gonna see this on the regular from now on. Perfect.
Okay, I can do the running man to that.
Yeah, that shit's smooth and simple, man.
Tank top bandit in the building. Okay, so boom. Since we was talking about this earlier, this is the one I was bringing up that I was talking about. All right, Jay, don't go get that lotion that what you call it said you be having.
I can't even see that shit. Who the fuck picked that music, man?
I don't know. I think they just threw that on top of that.
Oh God, that was terrible. Yeah, and what the hell she dancing in the snow in a bikini for and videotaping it?
But she ain't a hoe.
And she doing a lot of shit for attention. Queens don't move like that. Queens move in silence.
When queens talk, bitches listen. Queens ain't gotta jump out there and start twerking their thought pocket. But that's who homeboy said was a queen. That's who the queen is. But it's so crazy. It's so crazy. And because I'm showing these clips, but these guys trying to pander us as men. But it's like, bruh, we know better than that. So we didn't see Dirty Dick Derek. We didn't see Tony Gappy, Knowles, whatever the motherfucker name is. Now let's go see one of the top Dundadas.
We go, Steve Harvey. Yeah, we gonna get a copyright strike on this shit.
I hope not.
For
Everybody else have it.
Too much, but when we do get in disagreements, it's
I ain't gonna lie. The person holding the microphone is actually kind of sexy.
about money.
This man.
Some of our friends, they like to call me cheap.
Oh, this is new to you.
but
You're
I like
arguing about money. Whoa.
I'm frugal. You know, I'm a 4-for-4 guy, dollar menu guy. I don't really do the steakhouse type thing. But anyways, when it comes to clothes, I'm a Burlington type of guy. Burlington, Target, you know, stuff like that. And she likes to go to the mall, walk around for a few hours, you know, and it's a little tough. So how can I talk to her about, you know, changing up my fashion sense maybe and bringing that time down a little bit?
What the hell is your question?
The question is,
because see, right now you're just saying stuff. See, frugal. When you say frugal to a woman, that's a code word for cheap.
Guys, today I want you to find a mirror and take a hard look.
I told you I ain't paying for that shit.
One of these days.
So what do you want to happen? You're frugal, she's not.
I want to come to a common ground with her, you know.
So what does she spend her money on?
What does she spend money on?
Yeah, what do
you spend money on? Because I don't know. Clothes.
What do you spend money on, darling?
Shoes.
Oh, that's it. They buy shoes and purses, dog. All of them buy shoes and purses.
Right.
All of them. How old are you, man?
26.
26. See, you don't know this. So let me and the rest of the older men in here help. You're wasting your damn time.
All right.
Yeah. See, them shoes and them bags is the thing that attracted you to her in the first place.
Jay?
The shoes in the bag is what attracted him to her. No, it wasn't Steve. Like,
Jay,
come
have
on,
you
Steve.
ever seen a woman not paying attention to how she look in the face, her shape, but looked at her person's shoes and said, "Ooh, bitch." I gotta get that whole number.
Yeah, I want to see what Steve going with this one because like maybe he got it mixed up. Like girls do look at like cars the guys drive or like what type of clothes they got on and shit like that. It might approach them, but it all starts with how the person looks and their body. So I don't know what Steve talking about.
It was MHD showed a video where it was this cute little chick that was homeless in Portland.
The little white girl?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dudes were trying to get at her. They wasn't saying, "I like the way you sleep on that corner. That corner make you look hot." Well, let's go ahead and continue.
You saw her with them shoes on. You wanted what you saw walking by in them high heel shoes. That's what you wanted. Nah, you got it.
Yeah. You're right.
See, we cannot expect them to keep up the look unless we let them keep it up. Now, let me explain something to you about women's fashion so you can quit tripping. Women's fashions come out 4 times a year. They got a spring collection, a summer collection, a fall collection, and a winter collection. Men's clothes come out twice a year. Spring, summer is the same collection. Winter, fall is the same collection.
Right. I hear you.
Now, real quick, Jay, are we gonna sit and act like they don't switch up for us to buy winter, summer, spring, and fall clothing?
Yeah, they pretty like the spring and the summer shit kind of similar, but yeah, they do.
Let's say we got 3. I'll give him 3.
I just don't like the Steve talking like this dude supposed to break his wallet. Just like look. First off, I get what he was trying to do. He was like, you saw her like that, so what's the problem? She got to keep it up. She was keeping it up before she got with me. What the fuck I got to pay for that shit for? Do I got to go broke to make sure that she keep wearing all this superficial materialistic shit? I don't think so. I'm ready to see what Steve go with this.
Cool. Let me go to the chat real quick. PA says, what kind of dude will go to Steve Harvey show? A whip,
simp.
A whip, simp. Quick says, call me Cheap Charlie or Broke Benny. She got to earn her spot for me to spend real paper on her. GQ says, Steve talking like every man is made of money. Every man isn't rich. Steve is married to a drug dealer. His handler. Yeah. He had to have his money right to get that thought. GQ also said, all them goofy hoes in the audience cheering like trained monkeys. I mean, dog, come on, bruh. She say he cheat because of how he spent his money on himself. What that tell you? Let's go.
You ever notice when you go to a department store, where is the men's department? Downstairs, right by that damn door. Right? Go to any department store, the men's department, first floor, by the door.
No, our shit usually way in the back.
This is our best chance to get you to come on in here so you can turn right around and go on out. Women's fashions is on the first floor, the second floor, the third floor, the fourth floor. Misses, junior misses, yo misses, they misses, can't miss it, sale flow, high-end flow. Bruh, it's what they do.
Right.
It's not gonna change, bro.
All right.
Welcome to manhood, young man.
That's manhood? Jay, that's man tricking his manhood.
Dude, I don't know what Steve trying to get at. Like, GQ said it perfect. Like, he had like every man rich. Like, first off, dude's got a full-time job. You can't be with a chick that always wants you to give her money to go out and buy a purse every other week. Buy new shoes just because they can't. Don't nobody care about that. I understand the fashion industry and the makeup industry will never go out of business because women always feel like they need that to look better and compete with other women. But that ain't a man's responsibility to go broke trying to appease that. Like, she got a job, she working. Every one of them say it's 2022. Well, boo-boo, spend some of that money on yourself. I'll spend money when I take you out and shit.
23 now, brother.
No, yeah, 2023 now. I ain't heard nobody say that yet, but you know.
It's coming.
It's coming.
But he said that's manhood.
Ain't
because
no
you gotta
manhood.
think, he was born in the baby boomers generation. And they taught men to be sucker ass, simp ass tricks. And my thing is, if you're gonna do that in this situation, it's cheaper to not get with her. Cheaper to just go ahead and call you a service. Call a worker. You don't have to spend money on a woman like that as much. Like, say you want the high end hookers, streetwalkers, if you will.
Streetwalker.
Say you get with her every couple of weeks, you can spend a couple of grand. Like, I mean, if you a baller like that. Say if you're a guy that made 40, 50, some thousand, 60,000 a year, you might spend 100 or so. That's cheaper than being with a chick and you a baller spending about $30,000 a month. That's cheaper if you making 40, 50,000, spending maybe 100 a month, maybe 200. I mean, I don't know. Quick says that was some whack shit Steve dropped. I'm telling you, Quick. You think that's manhood? He'll trick. Gentleman in the building, what's good with you? Says no sympathy for simps. When they end up getting burnt, they gets no love. Not even from the women that say they want them to do it.
Hang in there, man.
Keep tricking,
Who
man.
win some money? Let's play Harvey's Punches.
Yeah, we ain't doing that. But I got another one for you. Turn that shit down in the background for me, sir. Thank you.
What the hell are you talking about?
I hear some background noise.
I don't know what that is. Damn, my camera came back on just like that. Jesus, man. How everybody spent their New Year's, man. Hope y'all don't sound tired like me, man. I went straight to sleep after the live stream last night, man. I don't know why I'm so tired. Getting up there, man. About to catch you in a little bit.
I'm gonna be gone by then. I'm not gone.
Be gone, y'all.
Like,
he just called
God forbid, not God forbid gone, but I'm gonna be older than that.
That man just told y'all right here, he gonna be gone.
Yeah, I'm gonna be older. God willing, older. Not God forbid dead. God forbid. Now let's go to another one. Ain't she fine, Jay? You'll hit that.
Come on, man. Mary Poppins looking chick, man. Oh.
You'll hit that.
Hell no. Well, I don't know, man. Let's see what the body look like.
Gray says men need to go back to mentality of the 50s and start refusing dumb females. I know that going without triple X is difficult, but trust me, it can be done. She also says, I didn't even stay up through the whole live last night. I knocked out quick. You was boring, Jay. PA said, dude, I've seen women break dudes like this and drop him. Man, when he learned that hard lesson. GQ says, if I met you and you were up, I expect you to stay up at your own keeping, just like when I met you. And if you start to decline and your keep up that you kept up before, boy, you dropping rhyme lyrics, but I'm trying to follow your flow. That's not my money's fault. Quick says, tipsy, feeling happy at the massage and happy ending from Ling Ling. PA said, I ran through Midtown Houston getting shot down by these hoes last night. I'm sorry to hear that. Red Illusion said that is Jay's type.
Oh shit.
PA said about to do it again here in a few.
Hey,
all right. Let's go back to Jay's chick with them swole ass arms.
Hi, Steve.
Hi.
We are here celebrating our 4-year wedding anniversary today with you.
I think so, PA.
Look, you see it from the back, right?
Nah, man, I don't want that.
Up front, thicker than the back.
Man,
we
it
actually
didn't
do
look
a
right.
lot with you.
Excuse me?
We actually do a lot with you. We record the Steve Harvey Show and Family Feud. It's a ritual of ours.
Yes.
Every night when he comes home, we watch it.
Yeah.
And the thing is, he falls asleep afterwards, and I get no loving.
Oh, God.
So, Steve, my question is, I'm at the point now where I just want to ban all of your shows in my house. If you can't help me get him back to wanting all of this.
That's for you, Jay.
It ain't for me.
Trying to find the proper way to say this to you. I think the banning the Steve Harvey from the house, I think that's I thank everybody for watching Family Feud and the Steve Harvey Show and Little Big Shot and Celebrity Family Feud. Thank you very much. This is what I suggest. Why don't you all, because you control this thing, lady. You look really nice, got your red dress on, one of men's favorite colors. Here's what you do. You let him come get all this, and then you'll let him watch TV. See.
That's for you, Jay.
That ain't for me.
It said, JJ, I shot you a Cash App last week. Did you get it?
Yeah, I got it.
See, you ain't showing no love to the Cash App, man. You effing up.
What the hell? Niggas ain't my show tonight.
Flavor said, my New Year's Day is that I went straight to work today, and I have recently bought a green screen mouse pad from Elgato to add to my collection. So I have this stuff to get started with making content. Shout out to you, Flavor, man.
There you go.
That's what's up, brother. GQ says, look at his face. He looks nervous as fuck. Gray says, Jason 11.99 the op. You know what for?
Yeah, I do.
Ain't nobody studying y'all. PA says, cool, just checking. Cody says, try sucking his D. He might wake up.
Facts.
But she probably don't want to do that. I mean, look at her looking so classy. Quick says, turn on your DVR and smash first. PA laughing. And Flavor Genuine says, I wouldn't want to touch her either. I don't know why he married her then.
He might be a green card guy.
Good point.
Like, he might be from El Salvador.
Let's do me first. Then you do Steve Harvey show. But at least get it on. See, if you DVR my shows and you watch it within 48 hours, I still get credit. So just cut it on. And then after you put his ass to sleep, I don't give a damn if he see it or not. I just need your DVR to be on.
Sometimes Steve says some real shit. He's still a clown.
Hey, folks, this is also Ask Steve and you shall receive. Hey.
She thinks she won something.
I want to help you jumpstart your romance. That's why we're sending you guys
Got 3,000.
5-night all-inclusive stay at the Hard Rock Hotel and Casino, Punta Cana.
This man face, he like, God damn it. He's like, God damn. Trying to spend less time with her.
No, that face was. Hold on, let me go back a little
do it again, man. He ain't look excited at all, bro. He like, fuck.
5-night all-inclusive stay at the
Oh shit!
He like, fuck.
Oh Lord!
God damn, Steve.
She happy. He like, you motherfucker. You some bitch. Fuck you, Steve. You ain't got to worry about being on in my household no more.
Oh, shit.
Steve banned now. He just gonna leave and go to the bar and never come home.
Hard Rock Hotel and Casino.
I'm sorry, y'all.
Oh shit!
Look, dude, he do not look excited at all, y'all. Just be real.
All happy and him.
Just the levels of to this shit. Like, you can see the complete versions of happiness getting happier and happier.
Look,
than this shit
like
right here.
3 chins.
That's probably
Look at here. Oh shit.
Punta Cana.
That nigga eyeballs on his back.
I don't know what this smoke for. Yeah, I guess I gotta clap.
You gotta experience romantic dinners, a couple's massage at the Rock Spa. Plus, you'll be on the Rock royalty level, a concierge level program providing VIP treatment with an on-call personal assistant. Thanks, Angela.
That nigga still doing.
Oh my god.
Bruh, he don't want it.
Oh shit.
He don't want it.
Oh man.
She like, this her dream coming true right now. I mean, she about to cry. I bet money he wanted, like, when the hell we gonna take this? When I got so now I gotta take off work. I ain't gonna lie though. It's a nice gift though. I would tell him that it's a nice gift. If you got time for it.
We got hold on, my bad. Let me go up.
Y'all bear with us, folks. It's his
PA
first
says
time.
Steve Harvey banned from my house. I don't even like women who listen to that Buster. Cody laughing. GQ say he'll still be straight with a BJ and a green card. That citizenship with extra credit.
There you go.
GQ said, Code, when she says we watch you when he comes home from work, actually mean I make him watch you to try and brainwash him, but that shit ain't. Steve, it's your fault. That shit ain't working. Steve, it's your fault. PA said he got his papers. He ain't hitting it after that. What we know in the building. What up, Rob? Quick says probably a DVR. Red Illusion says she accidentally called him Steve once he gave up on fucking her. Grace says that was not, I repeat, not a bros before hoes moment, Steve. Red Illusion said he about to go home and go to sleep. Go to sleep after this. That bitch about to go deport himself at once that them tickets come in the mail. PA said I was the DR at the casino in Punta Cana. What the fuck? Quick says, nah, this bitch gonna wreck my nerves on this trip. I'm telling you, that face. PA said in October, GQ said laughing. Grace, his rock ain't hard. PA said she got a face that will give a man ED. Damn. Grace said, sorry, Jay. Op done got me started with some offset questions earlier.
Oh, man. What you did to my girl, man?
She good.
He said, nah.
Just watch it in the replay. You'll see. GQ says, Hess thinking now I gotta take this damn Viagra she bought. Grace said he's like, damn, this bitch about to crush me. Flavor Junior roll it. I'm sorry, dog. Bro,
he do not look happy.
Thank you, Steve.
She said, thank you, Steve. His mind. He like, fuck you, Steve. Oh, shit.
He don't want to go, man.
He don't want her no more. You notice he didn't say nothing.
Yeah, he ain't supposed to. You know she run that relationship.
God. I thought women with money get the men. Well, I guess she got somebody she want for now. Look at her face.
She happy, man. I guess.
Now he's gonna have to fuck me.
Hey, folks.
I don't know. I wonder how you say "fuck you, Steve" in Spanish. Cause I know that's what he's saying in his head.
I don't know. I don't speak Spanish, man. I needed to learn a little bit of that.
Oh man. Shit.
Steve just need to stop. Well, he ain't gonna never stop pandering, man. You made a lot of money out of that. I don't know how you went from being a comedian talking about real shit in the neighborhood to pandering to women every day. I don't get how that works.
Man, hey, that paycheck, man. Like Kevin said, if Kevin wanted to do it, he would have made a gang of bread. Quit said I'd rather lick a rotten banana off a garbage can lid than go with this bitch. Red Illusion said that's what he gets for marrying Miss Doubtfire. Damn.
I go with her until she can invite me. I go with her and get a massage. That was the one thing I heard that sounded like it's the best shit. I've been needing one of those.
Now you got to put your face in a pizza box though.
Nah, I don't do none of that, man.
She gonna call Steve.
And she can call Steve. Better get Steve on speed dial because it ain't happening. Tell her, boo boo, I'm sorry.
You got to eat her thought pocket, bro.
And shit.
Oh man,
that's nasty.
So y'all, we went through those videos. That shit was funny as fuck. Oh man, you could tell he didn't want to go. Anyways, but that's why I was showing these videos, man. These panderas, these dudes. We can have a conversation about that. I'm gonna ask some questions. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna invite if anyone you want to come up for a moment, you know what I'm saying, before we get up out of here.
You tell Red to come up here. You tell Red to come up here and tell us how fine that girl was.
Anybody that want to come up, I just put the link, StreamYard link in there. Y'all click on it, about to come up. Make sure you close out the YouTube before you do, so that way we ain't got no echoes. But Jay, so the panderers, the gaslighters, the virtue signalers, Steve Harvey, Dirty Dick, Derek, Ace Metaphor, aka Tony Knowles, and anybody like him on average. In your opinion, is it really working or is the state worth the sizzle for these guys to do that, considering a lot of women still saying men ain't shit?
Well, for somebody like Steve, I guess it's worth it. And for Derek, it seems to keep working out for him. I don't know Ace Metaphor's lifestyle, but
he getting money too.
I'm gonna say it's paying off for him, man. It's like asking the person that sells drugs why you keep doing it, saying you see my lifestyle. It's like you're doing something wrong, but a lot of people will sell out for that money, man. I can't do that. Not to that extent, man.
But what about the average guys? We see the average guys doing it a lot.
Because they think this when they see these shows, like that dude getting forced to watch Steve Harvey, what you called it out right. That lady got him watching that shit to try to brainwash him. A lot of these young kids already been brainwashed into being simps. Most dudes are simps.
Yep.
Like, so I don't ugh. I used to hate that shit, man. I'd come home, I see my mom, I'm like, because they had like Days of Our Lives, As the World Turns.
Soap operas.
Yeah, man. I was like, oh, hell nah. And then TLC started doing some shows. And all women like Lifetime. Well, I ain't gonna say all women, but most women I know like Lifetime. I don't know, man. It's
Well,
like
quick, you ain't got to cam up if you want to come up. You ain't got to cam up. PSA, I don't know how to say fuck you, but corner.
he gave up on that quick.
And, I feel like I've been drinking. I could pronounce it, but I don't feel like it right now. I'm gonna fuck it all up. Gray says, unfortunately, they steady selling out the real man, convincing females that it's okay to act a whole fool. Yeah. Quay says the Ricky Lake show.
Yep. Not forget Ricky Lake. Oh, I actually got a video coming for y'all, man. Oh, no, I ain't even finna talk about it. I was doing some work today.
That boy putting in work, man. That's the only time I know that man putting in work when he got that tank top on.
Man, it's gonna be some good shit.
Yeah, he putting in work now. We got that pink tank top on.
I don't know why you hating.
Nah. I told you I ain't no hater, man. I'm just joking.
I need to find me an emoji of a pink tank top just like this. Put it on my logo.
You can make one on Facebook and Instagram and download it.
I probably have to do that. I did see them emoji things on Facebook, man. What happened to all that? When they start doing that shit?
About a year ago.
Yeah, I don't know nothing about none of that. But
I made one, but I'll never use it.
Oh man, I don't fuck with Facebook. The old people. All the old people be on Facebook, man. That should be tripping me out.
Nah, there's some young bitches on there, boy.
I bet it still be young folks, but it's like the hangout spot for old folks now. Like when I go to work, they be like, "Do you see this on Facebook?" No. No, I did not.
Gray says, "Op, don't encourage that tank top."
Y'all stop hating.
Jay already knows about my hater shit.
Y'all better stop hating on my shirt, man. This shit is like the best tank top y'all done seen on YouTube. It's got a pocket and everything.
That's an Amazon Walmart delivery, right?
Oh, shit, man. I'll get it from either one. I don't give a fuck. I shop at Walmart.
Walmart? No, they ain't got no song.
Nah, Walmart ain't got no jingle no more.
Oh, we can make one.
Oh, Lord, no. Please don't. Please don't, y'all. Look, everybody put a one in the chat if y'all don't want to hear Op say that.
I was going to the store. I was going to the store. Just got my ass up off the job.
Y'all supposed to put a 2 in the chat. Say no.
I was driving, looking for somewhere to park. Look at here, Walmart.
Stupid. This man dumb, y'all. Don't encourage him, please.
I had
y'all.
my days I couldn't think till I got my top pink. And if you don't know, I put on my pink tank top for the show. What up? What up, Red Illusion?
See, Grace gave you 1,000 twos. Thank you.
No, Grace, I'm just saying how JV be singing in the we'll be chopping up on the phone talking about shows. He come on, and that's like y'all ever seen that one commercial? Like a rock, the Ford truck commercial. That's how JVJ say. What up, Red?
Hey, I didn't know Walmart even had a jingle. How old are y'all?
God damn, Red. How old are you, Red?
I'm 22.
Damn. What year you was born?
1990.
2000.
Shit.
So you about to be 20. Damn, you a jit.
Yes, sir.
It is what it is, man. You can't choose when you're born.
At least he sounds smart.
Sound and being is two different things.
So Red, what you got on what you got on the topic of these gaslighting virtue signalers?
Well, I think that last one was a good example of like the modern relationship. That dude, he's completely given up. But you see, men know how to take a L. He realized the woman he's married, and he just wants to go home and go the fuck to sleep. And this woman, you know, like you said, she is trying to brainwash him. And I, I don't know why he agreed to go to the Steve Harvey show. That was an L in his behalf. But he's completely defeated, and he just wants to go to bed. I don't see why. You know, they're probably like 40, 50, and she looks like a fucking 1700s founding father with a wig on. Damn. So I don't blame the dude.
Man.
Ace Metaphor, same thing. They're just, I don't think they're that invested. Like, they're not trying to brainwash people necessarily. They're just pandering to their audience, which is angry women.
Yeah, it's either you a feminist by yourself, like trying to wish and manifest a man, or if you do got a man, you like punking the shit out of him.
Yeah, and you're promoting that behavior. You're saying, hey, look at this simp I fucking trained. All other men should be like this.
But you got to be like her or Nicki Minaj. You got to get some dude that's a felon that can't hardly work, or you got to get some dude that's like, he do make money, but you make more money than him, or a dude that's been castrated.
Yeah, someone who's lucky to be with you.
Pretty much. Koi said, my plants just died listening to this shit. Gray says, just damn Red. PA said, damn, I'm old. Gray said,
what was the Walmart jingle? How did it go?
Oh, I got you.
Really? Don't, man. God damn.
I just had got off of work. Needed me a new shirt. Drove around, couldn't find nowhere to park. Damn.
No way.
There's the Walmart.
And when did this air? Like 1955?
Yeah, don't listen to this man, Red.
Whatever JVJ started his show, that's when it aired.
Damn. It was in black and white?
It was terrible. Grace put some O2s in the chat for everybody, man.
You don't get it? JVJ is the person that do the jingles. You never heard that Ford commercial, Ford truck commercial? Like a rock.
Oh shit, it is
I
him.
was strong as I can be. Ooh.
Yeah. He took that money and invested it straight into his YouTube channel.
Man, they kick Op out of the choir at an early age. For good reason.
No, I can actually sing. I don't
want to hear it.
I'm just saying.
Nah, there was like, hey, Op, you could be in the band. All right, we'll give you a trombone.
No, that's how JVJ sings. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all.
He would make a good like Ford Ranger commercial, like that drive, the American spirit. You put your hands on the wheel, you can touch what built this country.
He'll be on the commercial. Now let me tell you why it's important not to start forest fires. Let me put my cigarette out first.
You see, you put your cigarette out in the O&E can, so it doesn't spread around the forest.
The O&E can, baby. Something wrong with y'all, man.
Quinn said, oh my Lord, my dog just died. Grace says, for the love of God and everything good. Stop. I'm just saying, that's what.
Encore.
That's JVJ. I was at work. Let me get back to the show. Let me stop tripping.
Oh shit, man.
So anyways, Yeah, so these guys like that, man. The sad thing about it is it's a few different reasons why I think guys gaslight for women, pander, virtue signal, and all that shit. You either got the guy that was fucking up in his relationship, so he trying to show he a good little boy now, and he trying to make his wife happy or make his girl happy or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
I think it's one reason, just pussy. Because if they weren't getting pussy, they wouldn't act like that.
No, you're right. But what I'm saying is, all right, let's go ahead and go there. Steve Harvey worth $200 million, and Marjorie, she's a nice looking woman for 58 years old. I give her credit. She's a nice looking woman for 58. But are we gonna sit and say Steve actually needs her, and he couldn't have better choices?
He could use that DVR recording.
But I'm just saying, like, Steve is a male hoe. He admitted to it. That's why he's on his third marriage now. So
I didn't know that.
Yeah. So that's why I was bringing up the three guys. You got the guy that did some fucked up shit. Now he's trying to pander to his woman and take the side of all women, and she appreciate that because she might be a low-key feminist, misandrist. Then the second one, like you said, is the guy that don't get no ass and he think that's gonna get him ass. And then the third one is the guy that got something to hide. I mean, would you guys agree?
That's a good point. The guy that has something to hide. A lot of times when we talk about, abusers and stuff, it's usually the guys who portray themselves as feminists. And then someone comes out and it's like, oh, he was actually doing this to women. Well, yeah, because he's saying whatever he can to gain their trust.
Mm-hmm. Jay, what you think?
Man, you can't trust dudes that pander.
Why?
Man, you know why. Man, that's dangerous, man. But when everybody's out here trying to get that bread to improve their lives or whatever, and it's always a constant chase, because that's how they teach us in America, man. Always try to be better. Always try to get more money. So when everybody's doing that shit, it's money and pandering. But a lot of these people that do that shit, they don't have to deal with the real consequences of their actions just because they got a certain amount of money or they got a certain amount of status. So they can pretty much separate themselves from actual reality most of the time. So
what else?
It's very dangerous. So
unless you're Andrew Tate.
The Hawk is here. Well, he ain't pandering.
Right, but that's in a way he is. He is pandering to guys like us, in a way, I think.
No.
I wouldn't consider that pandering
because you gotta think guys
I would.
Well, hold on, guys like us are not gonna be stupid and foolish to think that we can have whatever we want no matter the work we don't do, because they always try to preface his conversation as he just pandering to the guys that can't get women and just stupid. And that's not the truth.
No.
There you go. Pandering is when you lie to people to get them to to garner acceptance and get them to spend money on you and shit. Like Andrew
I don't think
Tate's
it's necessarily he's lying, and he does tell the truth in a lot of the things he says, but the kind of lifestyle that he promotes. Andrew.
Oh, you talking about Andrew Tate?
Yeah, I'm saying the lifestyle he promotes. That's not only is that not attainable for the average man, it's not respectable. Just chasing material wealth for the sake of it, like you're just playing with adult toys.
I don't know.
I wouldn't call that pandering the way he prefaces. God, I ain't seen enough of his content. His main thing is don't be a bitch. Don't be lazy.
And when he talks about that, he's telling the truth. When he talks about the Matrix,
yeah, but that's what I'm saying. But when he talks about the cars and all that shit, he's still saying a lot of you motherfuckers ain't gonna get this shit. But that still don't mean you should be a lazy bitch. Like, that's basically what I see him saying all the time. Like, don't be a lazy, sorry bitch.
Of course.
Motherfucker. So with the cars and all that stuff, like when people think that, it's just like, but he's telling you straight up, not everybody gonna get it. Because I've seen plenty of stuff where he tell women like, that's not gonna happen for everybody. He tells men that's not gonna happen for everybody. The same thing with Kevin. He basically is a times 10 Kevin Samuels. Because he still will tell you real shit as men. Like, even if you don't have
don't say that. Don't say that. You might be saying rest in peace, Andrew Tate.
Oh no, God forbid. No. But what I'm saying is, he's still the same thing. He's still not shitting on guys who are doing what they should do. He's still telling women, like, just because you can't get me doesn't mean you can't get a good man out there that works hard for you. So he still does the
that's a
same
good
thing.
point. That's a good
That's what I'm saying,
contrast,
but a lot-
because while the simps will be like, oh, men who don't agree are trash, Tate will, extend an olive branch and say, hey, most guys are actually trying out here. And if you just are willing to settle, grass is greener.
Yeah, because he basically had the same conversation. He's like, yo, if your mind ain't right on this, you're not gonna get that. He talk shit, but you're not gonna get a top G anyways, because like Kevin would say, you're not gonna get a high value man just because you think you deserve one. Oh, what up,
Right.
Grace? What's good? What's good?
Hey guys.
Hey, Grace.
I don't like
I
the way
think
you were hating on my singing, Grace. I don't appreciate
That
that.
shit was
Oh,
straight
you gotta
trash.
stop, man. You gotta stop, man.
Listen,
I'm
listen.
all for talking crap to Jay.
Well,
Like,
why don't we have
I
the
am cool
original
with that.
singer Jay show us how it's done?
Cause he's shy.
Oh, that's why he's got to do it behind the booth at the Ford
That's what
studio.
Yeah, he need auto tune. But listen, that's why I was sharing with y'all.
They auto tune. They auto tune the Walmart jingle.
But go ahead, Grace. What you had to say?
I think the whole feminist movement is keeping up with the Joneses.
Explain.
Like, the mentality of that of a lifestyle, and I want a guy that makes X amount because I have this and that I want. Like, it literally has nothing to do with the guy. It has everything to do with his bank account. Like, everything to do with the bank account. What can I get out of this man? And well, even if he has a large bank account, they're still going to lean towards a simp with that bank account. Why? Because not only does he have the bank account that she wants, but he has the mentality she can twist.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. But I mean,
you tell him, Grace.
I think what's so crazy is, like, it's been going on for years. Like, a lot of them don't want to acknowledge and be held accountable for the fact since the 50s, right? That whole happy wife, happy life shit, that was the 50s. And then, the
Yeah, but look
movement,
at that. Look at the advertisements. Like, and I mean, a lot of that has a lot to do with the government. The government don't want men taking care of women, because then you got, one person in the household working and paying taxes instead of two. Like, the government likes it this way. Look at the
Yeah, and then you
commercials. If
have
you were to
a
look
wife
back,
and her kids that you can't indoctrinate anymore.
and then if you were to look back at the commercials in the 50s, they're encouraging one, like the way that they advertise a vacuum cleaner, the way that they advertise kitchen appliances. You don't see a man up in there. It's this cute
Extra handle for your wife.
Pin-up girl that's completely dressed up but got that, pin-up hairstyle, smiling and happy and ironing somebody's shirt, and so I mean, it's one thing to say, oh, I want the right to vote. Okay. And I totally agree with Pearl. Okay, men have to go to war, men get drafted, they should be the only ones who really have the vote. I get that. But even, I say, okay, our war, a woman's war is in labor and delivery. Okay. So we could put that out there, but women aren't going into labor and delivery anymore. If they don't abort, okay, then they choose a cesarean because they don't want to go through the pain, like every kind of way not to feel pain, not to be held accountable, to get what she wants. Like, feminism has nothing to do with equality at all. It has everything to do with, I want to get away with everything I want to do, and you just have to shut up and take it.
Hey, Grace snitching on the feminists, but it's true.
Yeah, I mean, it's what they're evolved to do.
It's about special treatment. I mean, if you want to say equality, up until the point where accountability comes in, that's what's the problem. Because just like you said earlier, Grace, when you look at all the things where people do something wrong and get held accountable, it's men by far. So you're gonna sit here and tell me, oh, we want the same treatment that men get, but without doing the same work and without accountability. It's like, no, then you still want to be like a child. Because it's, of course, there's plenty of women out here that are not above criticism and accountability. But the problem is on the big main stage, it's the women that want. Like I just seen this. I was about to react on this earlier before the show, but I just get back home in time. Just Pearly Things is on Vice, and they're talking about the abortion, women's right, feminist movement, and this is how they mix it up. They got different women of color saying what they go through versus white women in the feminist movement. Then you had a disabled woman who's in a wheelchair on the panel, and it's like,
oh, that chick needed to shut up the whole time.
The
She
whole
ended up
time.
like,
They all did, because it's like, what are we talking about? She's asking questions about women, not the color of your
for
skin,
her,
not your
and even
legs.
with the okay, look, even with the disability, poor baby. Oh my gosh, she has a disability. She probably gets a check too.
Most likely.
Okay, so you didn't have to work for that. You're just disabled. Heck, people are out here claiming to be disabled to get a check. Don't sit there and run your mouth when you get a free check from the government for anything. I mean anything. I don't care what it is. I don't care if it's child support because you got kids. Okay, I got 4 kids. My ex don't pay child support. It's not for lack of trying. He just ain't gonna work a job because he don't want to pay me money. Whatever. Guess what? My kids are still taken care of.
Right.
Okay, I ain't tripping on him, and I still let them see their daddy. Okay, because money has nothing to do with them having their dad in their life. It's just the stupidity, and it's all about money. Okay, and that victim mentality is bogus. It's bogus. Okay, you got women sitting there talking about being a different race. Okay, I look white, and you hear how people talk to me about the fact that I look white. You guys see the comments? I know you do. When people come at me sideways, I am not, but I'm from Guam. Okay, I am Guamanian. All right, I walked into a store in California with my mom, where at PetSmart we go in to get something for our pet, and the lady follows us around the store and looks at my mom and goes, "Are you going to buy those things?"
Wow.
Yeah, I've been through all that. Okay, I've lived in the ghetto with my kid. So don't tell me no. And guess what? As a woman, I guarantee I could get help from the government. I guarantee I have food stamps when I needed it. You know what I mean? Like, men can't go out and get that stuff. I'm on government health care. Guess why I can get government health care? Because I'm a single mom of 4 kids. But you know how many of the men that I know are single dads working their butts off, paying child support, barely have money for rent. God, they're lucky if they have any money for food. They sure as heck ain't able to go to the doctor when they need to, because they don't have money for insurance. So don't give me that crap about women having it harder. That is a bold-faced lie. Because guess what? Women also have men. Even though I don't have a significant other in my life, I have brothers. I have sons that are grown. Okay, so if I need something, okay, my brother and I just emptied out the radiator and filled it back up yesterday before I went to work. Yeah, I went out there and helped him do it because I'm the one who drives the vehicle, but still I could call on a brother for help, and I have a couple of best friends that are guys that I've been able to say, I'm on the phone with them, man, my car's on E. I don't even know if I'm gonna make it home from work. Oh, Gracie, what's your Cash App? I got you, girl. Oh, but life's so hard because I'm a girl. Oh, and I'm more of a minority than somebody who's black. Count the people on Guam. That island is like, ask Jay. It ain't very big.
It's real small.
You can walk from one side to the other.
But see, that's the crazy thing about it. Like I was saying with that video, like the one woman on the far left, like her and Jess Pearly was killing that panel by themselves, and the woman on the far left was like, listen, the biggest issue that she has with the feminist movement is y'all got like 800 things that y'all argue about within each other, and then you want us to decipher what's most important. And everybody else that got good common sense is on the same thing. When she said, I was like, that's what we're talking about. So you saying it's hard being a black woman, you say it's hard being a Mexican woman or Colombian woman, then you say it's hard being a disabled woman, then you say it's hard to be a woman that should be privileged but not getting privileges. We're like, what? So how are we gonna take care of all this when we got our own issues in life? Break it down to the molecule where we can vote on something that helps y'all shut the fuck up.
Hey, no, you don't even want
That's
that.
never gonna happen,
nothing,
dude.
Seriously, nothing on anything on their list is any good for the population at mass.
Right.
Okay, it's just not.
No, it's
okay, you
handouts.
have, and you guys know that I throw it back biblical. Okay, Romans chapter 1 says that a woman will go against her natural, what she's naturally made to do. Well, what's the first thing you think of that a woman is naturally made to do? Give birth, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, they don't even want to do that. Okay, well, if I don't want to nurture a child, then how am I going to nurture and love a man?
True.
If I'm too selfish to nurture and love a child, then I'm apparently so all about myself, I could care less about anybody else. Okay, so when it comes down to it, we don't want to vote towards anything on that movement. That's straight up the Jezebel spirit. Go against it. You know what? I look up to Martin Luther King. Okay, do the Million Man March. All right, do the Million Man March against these feminists. And I don't care if it's, a man dressed like a woman is still a man. I don't care if anybody wants to shut me up. Keep trying, baby, because I got Jesus and I ain't scared.
Uh-oh.
But see, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's why I said that way, because it's like, all right, if y'all not willing to do that, you can't blame us for not helping you, because you're not making any sense.
They're all in their feelings.
When we talk about things that's good for mankind, doesn't mean just men, but mankind, the stuff that actually matters. Like they say, when they talked about abortions, they were like, oh, it's not about, taking the life of your child. It's about just having access and choice. And it's like, and then one of them also said, oh, you always worry about a woman and this and this. But it's like, y'all put yourself in that situation. Pearl was like, we got 41 forms of birth control. Why is over 40% of women had 2 abortions or more? And they're like, oh, well, y'all trying to take choice. It's like, but why would you put the choice of your life in somebody else's hand anywhere? Whether it's men, women that you think don't like you because they said it was anti-woman, or the government. You're putting your life into everybody else's hand to make a vote, or for the government or hospitals to make a medical procedure for what you want to do. That's on you. That's not nobody else's fault.
It would change their tune if there could be a mass movement of men that just one day, all it would take is one day of men to just not go to work. One day. That would change the tune on a lot of women.
Oh yeah, it's a wrap. Nothing would be open that day. Can't call the police that day. Your garbage ain't getting picked up that day.
You ain't finna have electricity that day.
Nope.
You ain't finna have internet, so you can't phone a friend.
We would have to make sure we got our plans in order. We have to go back to Bear Grylls Grill Island or something. Like, all right, guys, we're gonna take a Sprite. We're gonna fish for a couple of days. We're gonna set up generators and all of that. Then yeah, a lot of women would be not matter of fact, a lot of women would be asked out, but not the women that know how to submit to a man, respect their fathers, their brothers.
Mm-hmm.
They would be good. I would throw that caveat in there, like, all right, for the women who disobey and disrespectful, fuck them. But our women that follow us and respect us, y'all okay. But fuck the rest of these bitches. We taking off for 48 hours. They'll be fucked up.
Yeah, and it's kind of like a labor strike,
take
right?
A full
like
48 hours. It wouldn't even take that long. Oh my gosh. The inconvenience of not having internet alone would drive these women insane. The inconvenience of not having electricity. Oh my god.
Facebook went down.
Oh man, I'm trying to block this motherfucker.
Yeah, I'm about to say, what you putting it on the screen for?
Man, this shit, the motherfucker spamming like a motherfucker.
So that means we got to go through our shit and get them up out of here because they must be subscribed to us.
Nah, it ain't. Oh, you put only subscribers or something?
Nah, I ain't do that. But if we didn't already block them, they shouldn't be able to come back no more.
Nah, because one of them was saying biz, and one of them was saying fan, and another one was saying viz. It was a whole bunch of different ones.
No, it was the same one.
Nah, this shit was more than one.
Look, because if you look back at where it said was blocked, and then the other one was on here, it just says something different for the comment.
6/69 fun, sexfine.biz.
Thanks, Andrew Tate. They're all from Romania too.
That's probably red. Hey, so Jay, I want you to ask the panel a question real quick. I got some Kool-Aid to go grab real quick.
What the hell? Why you think I got a question,
You and
man?
your Kool-Aid.
You know you got a question. Great Kool-Aid. Go ahead. Ask
Yeah,
the
he
question. I
ain't
know
going
you
to
got
get
a
no
good one.
Kool-Aid, man. He ain't got no Kool-Aid over there. Look, y'all, I ain't got no question, but I will tell you this. Look, man, we going to change some stuff up around here over on the network starting for the year. And for everybody that's watching over on Let's Talk with JVJ, man, y'all need to forever bring y'all asses over to the network when we do these shows. Because if you look at the intro, it says JVJ Network shows on Saturdays, Sundays, and Wednesdays. So make sure you watching over there when we do those. And I'm going to tell everybody to put the link in their video so they know where to come to. But I ain't got no goddamn question. I don't know why he tried to throw that off on me, man. I'm just here as a guest, listening, enjoying the information, trying to soak it in, you know.
I think the problem with that scenario we were talking about is that, let's say enough men did do that. You're always going to have a group of simps who just want to provide for women because they have no real value.
Yeah,
so it's going to be
Red,
very
there's
hard.
Not enough of them. There's not enough of them. Just like
I think there's a lot more.
I mean,
of them.
look at the movements. Look at the big movement going on with the alphabet community. But yet, how many is that? 7% of the population? That's not a big number.
Well, it's increasing at an exponential rate.
What's the 7%?
The alphabet community. I'm just using that as
the
an
LGBT. Oh yeah. That's 7.1%
you know, so
of
like
the population.
with the simps, like I mean, I believe.
I think that's a good example.
I believe in
I think it's a
men,
good
and I
example
believe
because
there's
it's
enough men.
constantly rising.
Damn,
So,
one person at a time. Chris, keep going first, and then Red, you follow up. I was like, damn, I can't hear both of y'all.
I think it is a good comparison to the alphabet people because while they might be only 5-7% of the population, we're seeing it double every year in the younger generations.
What's that word? Conveyance?
Conniverance?
Convenience.
Convenience.
Oh,
it starts with a C, Hawk.
Yeah, it is a C. You almost wrote it correct, but
convenience.
That wasn't at all close to correct.
Look, you all right. don't let them talk shit to you, man. I knew what you was writing. I knew what you was writing.
You didn't even say it right the first time, Jay.
Nah, I was trying to read how he sounded it out. Conveyance. That's how I would say it.
Spelled it like Genghis Khan.
Convenient, whatever.
Oh yeah, I think he's getting the point across. It's a con.
Let's see. We got Dorothea up in the building. She said she telling the truth. We need our men, Father. We do the work. What the fuck? She telling the truth. We need our men, Father. We do the work. Rewrite that for me, because I don't know what you're trying to write with that one. We got all these spelling errors in here tonight, and Op is supposed to be reading all this stuff because he can't read. But look,
he's working on Kool-Aid, Jay.
And the Kool-Aid, man, he fixing an
with
alcoholic. Yeah, he fixing an alcoholic beverage. That's what he's
doing. Kool-Aid with the C, Jay.
Yeah, there you go. And see, we got Marcus in the building. Shout out to Marcus. Hawk said, no, I'm talking about in the chat above that. Let me see. What was above that? Oh yeah, I don't know.
The Hawk was saying something about making women making sandwiches that comes naturally. And I would just like to point out, Mr. the Hawk, that I work at Subway.
Always fresh.
Always.
Like, no bullshit, man. Look, I'm gonna try to push hard this year to just get a lot of ladies to understand. Because Grace,
like
you being okay. Grace, you being
strong as I can be.
Oh my gosh, you got the Kool-Aid,
I'm playing Madden.
I got extra sugar in my Kool-Aid. Go ahead.
No dear.
But look, Like this year, I'm gonna try to do a hard push because Grace, you see it a lot in the comment section. We'll even do videos prefacing, man. This is not for all women. We love women. This is for a specific woman. And you'll see in the comments, he hates women. Motherfucker, did you not listen to the very first 5 seconds of the video?
So that's the thing. The women that, I guess you would say that would be the target of your criticism, they're not listening. They even if you tell it straight to their face, they won't listen. It's like talking to a wall.
Well,
No, and a lot of times when people get into the comment section, like they have like a mentality. Like I know for the one issue I had recently, like I think dude got on there just thinking that I was speaking against men.
Oh yeah,
When
I
I
had
was
to tell
just
him.
saying, we could speak a certain way with better tact, just with love, because I can't speak into your life if I don't know you, and if I just make a judgment about you that could be false. Like you're not gonna hear me out. But even if you're ratchet and I get to know you and I get to love you, I just don't love the things that you do. You may then allow me to speak truth to you. And so that's all I was saying. And this dude was coming at me red like,
I saw you. I had to come in and tell her. I saw her
yeah,
like the
and I
day after. I was
appreciate
like,
that,
chill,
Dave.
bro. Like she good, bro. Chill. Like you going a little hard now. Like,
Well, that's what I'm saying. That there's a confirmation bias. Like it doesn't matter what you tell. You could be on their side. Once they decide that you're
this
the
was a
enemy,
dude,
that's
period.
it.
He was
Yeah.
like that dude. I don't know if he was like if he goes die hard into hating women type shit, but I'm like, dude, there was a lot of other different threads you kind of got in and use that energy for on some of them other ladies. Cause I even got one. I was just looking at it right now. I ain't read comments all day, and this lady's calling people misogynist and all this shit for saying
that comment.
She wrote a whole lot, man. She was like, you are misinformed. You are the misinformed one. The more you speak, the more your misogyny stands out. Where in any of my content does it come off that I hate women? I'm like, shit.
The comment you just put on the screen.
Which one was that? I ain't click on that.
Yeah, you did. That
one. This is show. I hate most women. I'll own it.
Hey, we appreciate the honesty.
Hey, but the sad part is, well, actually, I know that probably could fall under misogyny. But look, we don't be saying that over here, man. Look, no bullshit, man. Why would any dude, especially a guy like me, I like pussy. I like chilling around some chicks for a certain period of time. I just ain't got time for the bullshit. And I don't usually deal like a lot of the stuff that we talk about on this show, bro. I don't deal with that shit in my day-to-day life because I don't even give it time. I don't even give it air.
Right.
Like it was a chick at my job trying to talk to me. And I'm like, I like to ask questions of people just to see what their mind is. Like the motherfucker was talking about she don't pay for dates. And I was like, okay. And she told me that she caught a problem with a dude because he wanted to split a bill on some nachos at a Mexican restaurant. And I was like, okay, that was the issue. Okay, well, you invited him. So that was weird to me. I'm like, because usually the person that invites, like if it's guys type shit, like if a guy invites a girl out, the girl expects him to pay, right? But if the girl
let's go
invites
get
the guy
nachos.
out, yeah, but if the girl invites the guy out, she still expects the guy to pay those. So I'm like,
he's like, hey, let's go get nachos. You're paid.
It was just weird to me. So like right from the get-go, I was like, nope, can't fuck with you. Smash and dash. That's all that could be. Just X you off. I just don't deal with them chicks. And it trips me out that a lot of dudes be getting caught up with these crazy chicks. Like you can tell if a girl crazy from just meeting. And I think girls can tell. Grace, you can vouch for this. I'm pretty sure you can tell if a dude a fuck boy when you first meet him.
Oh yeah.
So I'm like, I don't get why people get involved in shit like that. Like I keep you on a need and no basis. That's why chicks don't even know where I live. I'll go out. They be like, oh man, let's go back to your crib. Now let's go to yours. No, let's go to yours. No, let's go to yours. Well, we can't go to mine. Well, I guess I'll holler at you for the rest of the night. I ain't got nothing to do.
Take them to a hotel room.
And look, I ain't look. Nah,
Oh no, the back of your car. Your truck.
Yeah.
I ain't
Take
got
it to
no
the
room
Hard
in that
Rock.
car. I ain't got room in that
truck
car.
driver, remember?
Hey, look, all these motherfuckers need to start calling me a goddamn truck driver too, man.
Cause that you know those how them truck drivers look. They got the earpiece.
Look, but that ain't no truck driver. That's a Bluetooth.
Especially when you got them big ass coats you be wearing.
Maybe it get cold in Alabama, man.
And then the front of your car, when you sitting there, it looks like a damn what you call that in the truck?
What, dude? I drive a BMW. Don't nothing in a BMW look like something in a truck.
The way you had your phone position, it looked like the cab of a truck.
I don't get how that is.
It do.
Because it's down, so you see the ceiling higher than it actually is.
Exactly.
So
Because my shit's in the
like you're
cup
in a
holder.
huge space.
I put my man.
Well,
I
why
ain't
are
got
you
a lot of
recording
space
from the cup holder? Usually when people record in the car, it's like the dash.
You can't put. I can't fit nothing on those dashes. Them BMW
No,
dashes is
BMWs
curved.
are tiny.
You can't fit nothing up there. Even if I had a stand that could fit in there, like it's nothing for it to stick onto because it's at an angle.
Yeah.
It's just gonna fall the fuck off. I bought a fucking goddamn phone holder and then I was like, there's no flat fucking surface in this bitch. I had to get his shit to my coworker, man. I was mad as fuck because bro, it's a goddamn. I ain't telling you my year because you're gonna try to find me, man. Look, I started giving away information.
Listen, you know how many BMWs there are?
Is it? There's a lot of them. It's a lot of them. They make like 3 or 4 different models every couple of years. But
yeah, but how many of them BMWs got a black man driving with an ugly pink tank top on?
I don't drive with the tank top on unless it's the summertime. I can't wait for the sun. It don't look like no truck.
Yes,
bruh.
it does.
Yeah,
yes,
it kind of
it
does from that angle, Jay.
That does not look like a truck.
Jay, you don't like how
what
tall
truck
are you?
got a sunroof?
It looked
Hold
like
on,
you're about
how tall
to
are you,
open
Jay?
the door and jump down.
I'm 33 right now.
Not how old, bro. How tall?
Oh, me? I'm 5. Here you go. I'm 5'10". Yeah.
Okay, well, in that it makes you look a little bit taller, so I would imagine that it'd be a truck. But I know the trucks don't. I don't know.
I'm 5'9".
I can't
now.
think of a truck with a sunroof. I can't think of not one.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man.
Long before I was
Oh my God, are you on my shit?
Black men have.
Look at all these videos that he ain't liked. Look at all these videos he ain't liked. What's like that one?
2, 3,
All right.
4.
Miss one. No, I ain't. That shit wasn't like.
What's up, y'all?
Which one?
Let's get talking.
I'm seeing some likes.
No one complains
Yeah,
this
when
is
black
recent
men
stuff.
get outside of their race
This is recent
and
stuff.
give their wealth.
Now that's misandry right there. That chick
What's
was a
up, y'all?
misandrist.
She looks
Oh, she
scary.
used to be a bronze star.
No
Oh,
one
that's what it
complains
is. That's why she
when
doesn't
black
have a
men get
soul in her
outside of their
eyes.
race and
I
give
will
their
tell y'all
wealth.
this, y'all. It amazes me for the chicks that be saying the dumb shit that she say. She ran away from the black community because she didn't want to become a baby mama. So she dealt with another man. Guess what she is?
A white baby mama.
Yep.
That shit amazed me. You remember my little internet crush that like used to like talk shit about me? Oh, kinks and curls. This motherfucker say the same shit. She's divested away from black people because I didn't want to become a baby mama. Bitch is a baby mama.
Oh my gosh, my baby daddy's white. It don't matter.
No, I be tripping out because a lot of these chicks, and like I had a white dude come in the section and try to get mad at me about the shit. And I'm like, dude, I'm not talking shit about y'all. I'm saying that these ladies' arguments in the black community say that only black men create baby mamas. Like we even pulled up the stat.
Right, like imagine if a white girl was saying it and she went to stop dating white men and then she ended up being a black baby mama. We'd say the same thing.
The exact same thing, man. I'm like, come on now. It is not about. I don't really give a fuck about race too much unless we get on a race type issue. But like, dude, you can become a baby mama. You can be a shitty ass person in any race, any community. It don't fucking
They
matter.
all got them.
Everybody got them. I even made a video about that, talking about we got 2 types of people in each community. We got the white trash people in the white community, and you got white people. Then in the black community, you got niggas, and then you got black people. I don't know what the Mexicans want to use for their stuff, Hispanic folks and Asian folks.
Cholos and hard workers.
All right, there you go. I read said it, not me. But
No, but that's not so bad. Like, please excuse me, but they say wetback and beaners for Mexican.
Yeah, copyright strike.
Educational purposes only.
I don't think those are bannable words.
Nah, I don't know, man. Look, YouTube change their mind every 5 days.
If
They
you
keep
need
going
to be
out.
offended, remove yourself now.
I get an email every day, man. Every day they tell me one of my videos is not good for monetization. I'm like, bitch, I released that shit like fucking 6 months ago. It's been monetized for 6 months. You just woke up today and said, nah, you need to change something. So, all right.
The algorithm
I've
must be
noticed
ran
it's a
by
lot
an
harder.
80-year-old elderly person.
Yeah, and they watch it 6 months later and like, oh, he said bitch.
What you think I went on a goddamn? I had that 1 week block for. That 1 week ban for.
Old
Video.
video.
It's a video
was-
I did like 11 months ago.
Pretty
Oh,
sure that
I
was
thought
for
it was
me.
for that. I thought it was for that Cynthia G. That what was it? I don't know if it was a live or a short that you did that had like, oh my gosh, we were both going back and forth with people for a cool minute. You blocked like a bunch of people.
Oh yeah, I kept blocking. I put people in 1 week timeouts since YouTube
Yeah,
won't put
but
me in a 1 week
don't do
timeout.
that though. Like let them, Jay. You gotta let them get on there and argue with us because, like, I'm gonna tell you what, that actually boosts your, boosts your views.
All right, well, here go. Grace, you make sure you stay in the section and keep arguing with them because I'm going to see it and I'm going to just be like, all right, I'll let it sit there for a while. If I don't see Grace write nothing to this crazy ass comment in 5 days, I'm getting the fuck out. You get a 1 week block. I always unblock them, though. That's the funny thing about it. I unblock them. Like, I had one dude, some lady came in because, we got a few ladies that come over and support the channel now. She came in and she said some shit about whatever the topic was. And you had one simp dude came in there saying some real simpy shit. And I was like, hey, look, man. Appreciate the comment. No simping. This motherfucker came back and said, I don't know who the fuck you talk to. You don't tell me what the fuck to say. I like block. Get the fuck out of here, nigga.
Nah, what I would do is just make fun of them and make them angry. And
I
they
ain't
keep
finna
coming
do that
back.
to people, man. I ain't finna keep doing that,
I'll
man.
be telling him to stop wasting his time trying to respond to every comment.
Ain't no time. I gave up on that.
Hey,
we
with some
got
people,
videos that got thousands of comments that we ain't got time to respond to all of them.
you can kindly shut some people down, and some people you can totally like wreck their world intellectually, like, and you can do it in the kindest, most sarcastic way. Like there's tact to how to speaking to people some type of way.
Man, shit. I don't know about that CRT one right there. Read Hulk comment. I'll be right there.
He says, and this to you, Jay. He said, what you should do is label it as CRT and then
CTR.
He meant to say CRT.
Yeah, he meant to say CRT. He came back and corrected.
What does that mean?
And then
Critical
just
race
like you
theory.
normally do, and White will probably quit bugging you.
Yeah. That's literally all you gotta do. You could. It doesn't matter what race you are, as long as you're not white. You could say the most racist shit ever. If you premise it with, "Oh, this is critical theory, critical thinking," they'll be like, "Oh, okay. How progressive of you."
Conservatives ain't going for that shit no more, though.
No, dude, nobody is here in Dearborn, Michigan. They're the Muslim parents aren't going for it either.
They don't teach CRT in elementary schools in K through 12.
Yeah, yes, they
No,
do.
there seems to be like an all-out war, like not just specifically against men, which there is, but specifically, I'm gonna say, like, from what I've seen on channels and stuff, they're just even on the news and stuff like that, like a war against like black men, like every kind of way to make a black man look bad. And okay, let's make all black women look good, and it's all the black man's fault, and all this and that. And when you think about it, like, from the people I know, and I'm talking personal experience, from the black men I know, the white men I know, the Chamorro men I know, like, if I were to sit there and honestly look at a race and think, okay, what is the strongest race that I could think of? Like, I would put black men as, somebody who's a very strong race, very, very able-bodied, courageous, very intelligent, able to get stuff done. Well, you know what? If I'm the government and I don't want someone to come at me, then I'm going to make them look as bad as I possibly can.
It's been
Or you're gonna play on their weaknesses, because every race has its strength and its weaknesses.
Yeah, every race does. Like when we start talking about a lot of race issues, because like me and Snowman were talking about it yesterday after we got off the live and shit. Because I was like, man, like, they don't have to go and run that check, man, pay them reparations. He was like, oh, I shouldn't have to pay for that shit. I was like,
well, who do you want the money to come from?
Shit, the American people. I don't give a fuck. The government gonna pay.
So a poor white mechanic has to pay you just because he's white.
You want me to explain to you the exact same thing I told him? It makes perfect sense. It don't take that long. Look, when they were enforcing all these bullshit ass laws to goddamn fucking disenfranchise black people, even poor whites benefited from that shit. So
okay, but
I'm
they
like,
didn't choose to, is what I'm
it
saying.
ain't
A
about
poor
okay.
white
Guess
guy.
what? And guess what? And you ain't gonna choose to pay these reparations. They just gonna pay these.
Listen. If you tell poor white people they have to pay reparations, that's how a race war starts.
Hey, look, I don't
No,
look. I don't care about
it's
radical
it's the
people.
thing, Red. It's not about
I think I have no problem
every
with it. The
American,
money's
but it's
digital.
not.
Give them the fucking money, but the money shouldn't come from
It's
hardworking
coming from the
Americans.
government. It ain't like they
Yes,
gonna
the
go into
government.
your
It's not about
pocket.
y'all.
It ain't like they
About
gonna
the
go
government.
into everybody's shit and be like, "Well, we gotta tax y'all 10 cents more because we gotta pay the blacks."
Well, let
No,
me ask you this, Red.
No, I
Let me
think
ask you
I
this,
think it should
Red.
come
Hold on,
from
hold on, hold on,
actual
hold on,
corporations
hold
and
on, Red.
large world scale bank, as well as the families who actually benefited from slavery.
hold on.
You want the
Listen.
mechanic to pay it.
No, you gotta listen. You're still talking. You gotta listen.
Oh shit.
When our country gives money to other countries, do y'all pay for it?
Yeah,
In what way?
with tax money, with inflation, with whatever the budget is for that year, whatever money they spend giving to other countries is money that we cannot spend here.
So is it just white people or every race in this country?
It's every race.
Okay. So if corporations, like you just said, or family of it pays that out, what does that have to do with regular average white men or white people?
Exactly, because the money should come from like IBM, for example, or prominent.
Instead of here's an idea: instead of paying
The international fucking bank of the world.
Hold on, instead of paying reparations, how about just stop taxing black people for a few years?
Ah man, you gonna have to do some generations of that
That's
shit.
a bad idea.
But that wouldn't even honestly that wouldn't help out enough though. Like the reason the only reason I say, man, look, it's a debt that needs to be paid when they
you could give every black person $50,000.
Red on our shit the hell up. $50,000 ain't gonna be enough. But like I'm very sensible about the shit. I know Hawk said it ain't gonna happen. Hawk, I got a feeling within your lifetime you're gonna see it happen. Because they already doing it in certain places. It's just a debt that has to be paid, man. Because like, look, you paid the Irish when you fucked them over. A lot of people like, oh, they didn't give them money. They made them the firemen. They made them the police officers. They gave them jobs by the government, for the state that kept them straight up. You know, they paid the Asians out there at the internment camps. You know, they gave Native Americans land. Well, the only group of people that they keep on demonizing, and yes, we got bad people in the black community, just like we got bad people in every other community, and some things are disproportionate in certain places. But you're gonna have to pay that debt, man. This country was built on the back of slaves. Like over half of the GDP of the country built to start financing its wars and all its ventures came from slave labor, cotton, tobacco. We already know what the fuck that was. And
but this enough.
Well, I mean, everybody was doing it back then. We didn't start it; we ended it.
But Red, you gotta
No,
this
you
what
didn't.
This what you overlooking though. When America gives handouts to other countries, you saying that we gotta pay it. That's not true. You forget what
It is true.
Nope. You forget what America actually does to other countries that they give help to.
They put them in debt.
Yep. And they get stuff back from them. What else do they
No,
also do? Wait, hold
negligible.
on. What else do they also do to them? They start going over there and putting U.S. embassies and they start going over there and taking what they want from those other countries.
Yeah, but how does that benefit the American people?
It benefits the government, the power structure.
If I may I? Being from Guam, the United States government still owns my island. The reason the United States government will not let go of my island is because we're in the perfect place to have an Air Force base. We're right there in the middle of the Pacific Ocean. We're the front. How would you put it? The front.
You're strategically located.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I'm never going to get. My people will never get our island back. Okay, we can't vote for the president. Okay, but we still have to follow all the laws.
Taxation without no representation.
Well, their taxes
just like the
come
people
to
in
America.
Washington. Yeah, they do, and it's the same thing with the people in Washington,
The United
D.C.
States government owns my island.
Yeah, they own it, man. They speak English over there, man.
But
that's their number one language.
Allocations that come from U.S. territories like Guam and Puerto Rico, that's money they spend in those countries. those
You think they
territories.
spend more money than they get from it?
Well, every government does that. That's why every
Look,
government
they're
has a
tearing
deficit.
down ancestral sites on my island to build more US stuff. Okay, more stuff for the tourism, the stuff that United States has tourism wise. Yeah, Guam, people of Guam get paid for tourists coming when they own that business. But if the United States owns that business, then guess who gets paid? Somebody from the United States. And they're just they're how do you put they're tearing down our land to build
They're desecrating
what they
shit.
want.
Yeah.
And for someone like me, it's the best way I could explain my culture. I mean, I don't know, Hawaiians, Islanders, we have, our land is sacred to us. Not necessarily because, oh, it's our land. No, because of things that have happened on our land. Like my grandma, her name is on a wall on Guam because she was like 13 years old during World War II. She taught each and every one of her kids to only speak English because the Japanese were cutting off heads of dogs and dads and moms and children and hanging them upside down from trees. And my grandma survived that as a translator. She had to only speak English. She had to translate what people were saying. And if they said something wrong, she had to be the middleman to translate and then watch them get killed. My grandma, my aunties, my uncles went through hell in World War II. Okay.
Yeah, the Japanese were not playing.
No, they weren't. And by all means,
like America ever has.
The Chamorro people,
No, you have no idea what
States,
935 was doing.
But we hold the United States in high esteem because they came in and saved us. But there's the Treaty of Versailles. If you read on it, like whenever a place goes in to save a population like that, what they're supposed to do is give the land back.
Like they did with the Philippines.
Guam will never get our land.
Pilgrims. What do you mean with the Pilgrims?
I said with the Philippines.
Oh, the
yes,
Philippines.
exactly.
Yeah,
we'll never get Guam back. Okay, it is too well placed. The United States will not give up Guam.
Hell no, the United States is not breaking treaties.
But see,
we're such a minority that our voice is just not loud enough to make a difference. There's
not
enough of us.
For saying that,
nobody gives a crap. Most people haven't even heard of Guam.
That's what I'm trying to tell you, Red, is that I get what you're saying, but some of that just sounds a little naive. Like they do certain things out of this country that a lot of people don't know or don't acknowledge. Like, let's just keep it G. Like, they can do what they do. They do slick bullshit, and then hopefully the brainwashed people that were America first will keep that same mindset no matter what they do. They're not gonna come out right out and tell you. You got to go listen to the people. That's the same way with the Tory Lanez and Megan Thee Stallion case, and they try to silence some of the bloggers, even though they have real credentials. Some of these people are lawyers that if they go out here doing bullshit, they will get disbarred. It's the same thing. You have to actually go listen to the people that are on the ground that see this shit going on, and they're intelligent enough to express it and articulate it. But they try to go off, oh, this is what's happening to us and all that. No, y'all doing some fuck shit. Y'all gonna tell people in these certain other countries they're wrong because they don't want us to come in and make the women so-called free and be wild and loose like the women over here? That's bullshit. We don't want nobody to do it to us.
Hey, I got something for you, Red. Cause like a lot of, like, I ain't gonna knock it. And Hawk, let me know if you served in the military, cause you would know a little bit about kind of how to depending on what type of units you were in. Cause I was in the S battalion, so I got to see how.
Listen, if you're gonna try to convince me the U.S. is done that, you're wasting your time here, because I'm not arguing that.
You breaking up, but I don't know. What were you saying? Say it again.
You can hear me now?
Say that again, Red. Yeah, go ahead.
If you're trying to convince me that the U.S. has done bad things, you're wasting your time, because I'm not arguing that. My original point was that I'm not.
No, keep going. My bad. No, go ahead. Your original
My
point.
original point, Doc, was that when they spend this money overseas to the tune of hundreds of billions of dollars, that is money that could have been spent on the American people.
Yo, Metro
So
is fucking
it is
bad
taken away
right
from
now,
them.
Red.
Look, it is messing up. But look, yes, the United States wastes a lot of money overseas. They waste a lot of money in the country or whatever. The United States government needs to pay the debt because we were talking about reparations. Like, look, we have the money to pay it. It's a debt that needs to be paid, and if that takes away from Lockheed Martin getting $1 trillion this year, or if it takes away from us giving Israel $3.5 billion or $3.8 billion for the next consecutive damn 5 years, so fucking be it. Like, honestly, man, like, no bullshit. You're not gonna sit here and tell me that any of y'all that had something happen to y'all family, let's say your family worked for Amazon, your dad worked in there, and let's say a crane fell on top of his head and splattered his body on that floor. You know you're gonna want Amazon to pay pretty much compensation for your father losing his life at that job. Well, pretty much the entire economy of the United States was built off of getting that free labor for a long time. And then on top of it, you can't take away from redlining, because people act like they don't know what redlining is, but they wouldn't even offer these people loans. And if they did offer these people loans, they will offer them at a higher interest rate, so they will end up paying 2 times what. Man, the United States and private corporations, which Red was alluding to, have done a lot of fucked up shit to black people in society. And that's really the problem why they keep beating down on black dudes. Like Grace called it out. There is a war on black men, because in spite of all the terrible things that a lot of people seem to not know what happened to black people in America, somehow we still here.
Mm-hmm.
They even got our women talking shit about us, but for some reason we still here. Like, how are black dudes the second most desired men in America right now if we're so fucking bad? Like, has anybody ever thought about that?
Not only still here, Jay, but like the black men that I know, like they I've seen them go through hell with baby mamas, and I've seen them go through hell through the courts, and I've seen them go through just so much adversity, yet they still work their butts off. They're still good men, like legit good men. Like, they ain't out there trying to hit everyone and everything. Like, I have my homie Danzel, like I done told that boy, quit messing with white women. Like, you need to not, because I mean, he's got 2 baby mamas that are white women. They both in their feelings. He's dealing with it, but he's a good man though. Like, he's a decent guy. Like, he is the guy that you don't accuse him. Like, you don't falsely accuse him of stuff. He's that good of a guy, and they get in their feelings and they do these things, and he's had a fight through the court, but yet he goes, and he's the one I was talking about, drives 2 hours to pick up his daughter, drives 2 hours back, spends 4 or 5 hours with her. Okay, but he's driving most of the time, but he's still striving. Like, these are the men that I know, and they're good men. So it's one thing to have somebody put you down and put you down and put you down. And you know what? We're rebellious in nature. People generally are rebellious in nature. Okay. If you talk crap about me enough, I'd be tempted to be, to rise to the occasion in a negative way. You know what I mean? Oh, you want to think this of me? Well, I'll show you what this is, and act a fool. The men that I know, they have every right to act a fool, but don't. That's the kind of strength that I see.
And look, and I'm glad that you can vouch for it, because, like, look, we got fuck boys out here, but look, man, majority of people, I would want to give majority of people, I would want to put them in a good category. Now, look, PA said, they welfare funds from poor people in Mississippi. These people are starving, so you think they gonna run reparations? Man, it will never happen.
Exactly.
I'll give you a good example of how y'all don't I think that y'all are not really paying attention to how the United States works when it comes to money, because America doesn't spend its own fucking money anyways. Now, we just came through a pandemic. Well, we're still kind of dealing with a lot of shit from it. How much money did these motherfuckers start throwing away? How many people y'all seen taking out PPP loans and shit?
And what did it help?
It helped certain people for a while. A lot of people came up during the pandemic. Now all the dummies that got money
did it
started
help the
buying
economy?
crypto. It ain't about him. Look, that's what I'm not talking about. I'm not
No,
talking
it is about the
economy
because that's what the poor people have to live in, dude.
Look, first off, we're not talking about the economy. We're not talking about the economy. We're talking
here's my
about.
question. Red, what's it gonna hurt? Here's my question. What's it gonna hurt? Okay, look, if the government can pay
giving $50,000 to people.
Hold on, Red.
Why you
If the
keep saying
government
$50,000? They ain't giving no 50,000. I'm sorry, Grace. You ain't giving no $50,000, man. Stop
I
saying
thought
that
it was
shit.
5 acres and a mule anyway.
Man, look, yeah, we need
40
to.
acres.
Yeah, 40 acres in a
whatever
mule.
the number is,
Oh,
it's
yeah,
not
You
gonna.
know the number's gonna be in the
actually
millions,
Wait,
bro.
hold on, but you gotta think about this though, Red. The fucked up part about it is you have to blame that on your government.
The government
Because-
facilitated
because,
this shit,
hold
so
on,
the government
because
gotta
if they
pay
would
it.
have, if they would have did right in the first place, then it wouldn't be an issue to even be talked about now.
They
Okay.
they were offering my son. He worked at a grocery store at the time. They were offering him $500 to get a COVID vaccination. $500 for a COVID vaccination. Okay, how much? And they were doing it across the United States, offering people money, paying people to get vaccinated. My son was like, "I don't need $500 that bad. You ain't finna do that to me." But still, you know what I mean? Like, if you're willing to pay people to give them a shot, then why can't you pay people for taking the shots?
Well, because I think there's some ulterior motives behind that, like the deals that they
Nah,
made
we
with
ain't getting him
pharmaceutical
started on it.
companies.
We weren't supposed to go to the codes though. I ain't finna get you started, Red, on that shit. Hell to the nah. Look, the point is, the United States can make out as much money as they fucking want to make. They can do whatever the hell they want. You want to talk about the taxpayers? You don't want Joe Blow down the alley paying for it because he got a wife and family to feed. So fucking what, man? You ain't say shit about Joe Blow paying for goddamn Israel to goddamn kick Palestine or they goddamn.
I do
country.
actually. I do.
Okay, you got a problem with all the coups they running in Mexico and
Yeah.
Africa, and well then fucking yell about that shit, and then don't yell about motherfuckers in your country that America
this is where
did
you
shit
devolve
to.
That's what I
what
was about
about
to say.
it?
Hold on,
Because
hold
I'm
on.
not talking about
That's
those
what I
things,
was about to say.
nor do I disagree with you on them.
Red.
You're just
Okay,
bringing
Red.
it up. You don't have a
Then
point.
Red.
No, the point
Red,
is that
hold on, Jay. Hold on, real quick. Then Red. This is my thing. When you say they need to stop giving money out of the country, right? Then why not? Instead of giving money in the country, why not pay back reparations instead? It's still in the country.
Because
the money still goes back to the country.
Well, sure, if they feel like doing
it's
that,
it's gonna influx the economy because people gonna spend money. Look, Dave Chappelle did a skit on that shit. I'm rich, bitch.
But damn, Red, you think black people just gonna spend money on a bunch of stupid shit?
I think most people would.
Look, either way though, it's going back into the economy. Look, either way though, it's going back into the economy no matter what. Like, what is the argument for not paying the debt that needs to be paid? These people were wrong, dude. They gave their own military members syphilis and infected their wives with that shit, man. Like, what are you talking about, man? You know the history of this country, man.
Yeah, well, that
they ain't never
everywhere.
paid these folks. No, stop doing that. That's the same argument that females do when we get strong on females arguing points. They're like, well, the men do it too. That ain't what the fuck we talking about.
No, it's the same
That ain't
people
what
who
we
are
talking
doing
about, Red. Who else did they infect with syphilis?
All over Appalachia, they had bases. They were doing these experiments.
Who did
in
the American
Venezuela.
people do it to? Who was the people that the American people did it to? The United States
Black
government.
and white.
What
Black and
people
white.
in
Shut up.
Appalachia did they infect with syphilis?
Poor people.
Man, see, now you just saying broad shit. Red, shut up, man. Red, just shut up, man. You arguing a dumb point. You arguing no, it's something
Look
that
it
I
up.
noticed that a lot of and I'm not trying to say this to be mean, but it's something that I've always noticed that a lot of white dudes have an issue with. When it comes out the money being paid out to black folks, if you know the history of this country, there should be no issue to it.
Listen,
Because
if the
you
money's coming from IBM, Israel,
You
and
don't
that people
dictate where the money
actually-
come from. Stop saying that shit. You don't get to dictate where this shit come from.
Then
Jay,
I'm
what
not
it comes
for it.
down to, it's a mute point, because what it comes down to is the lack of accountability.
That's crazy.
Not only in women, but in people in general, and definitely in our government. They're not going to take accountability. They're not going to, they think, heck, you don't even get a sincere "I'm sorry." Now you're having, colleges and different schools that are like, oh, well, we have to treat black kids different than we treat white kids because they can't learn as well, and it's like back to segregation a whole new way. Are you
Yeah, it's
kidding
reverse
me?
racism.
Like, it's
no.
stupid.
What the fuck are you talking about? That's not reverse racism. That's actually
it is.
doing worse shit to black folks again.
Yeah,
Dude,
I
you know why
I
these black
agree.
kids can't learn? He go, Red, you know why these black kids can't learn? Because the fucking government and private industry came together and they said that, look, we're gonna fund the schools off of property tax. But guess what we did? We redlined the fuck out of the goddamn city and put the black folks on one side of the area and devalued their fucking property. So the federal government only has to call for a certain amount of money for this school, which is shit. Look, you don't understand the whole trickle down effect of this country, man. I'm trying to tell you, the government does some really fucked up shit to black folks on a day-to-day basis. Why do you think there are more people in prison right now than they were in slavery times? That's because they wrote the shit into the law.
Well, there's more people right now.
No, it ain't about it being more people.
Hold on, Jay. Red, I appreciate your point. Okay. And you seem like a very
Red
smart
full of
young
shit.
man. So what I would ask of you is, before you speak on certain things, do more research. Because I guarantee you, if you do more research, your tune is going to change. Okay, yes, I'm from Guam, born and raised on Guam. Hold on, Red, let me finish. Born and raised on Guam, but yes, my daddy is white. And I mean, I remember I went to a garage sale and I found an atlas from like the 1930s. And I was like, gee, I wonder if Guam's in here, right? So I open it up and I find my island. And it's the tiniest paragraph you'll ever see talking about how we're savages and the United States needs to civilize us and all this. And I found it funny because I'm a mixed breed over here. So I handed the book to my mom, who then acted like a savage and started beating my dad with the book because he's white. Oh, you think I'm a savage? But I'm just saying, me personally, like, because I come from that island and my island is full of people that are about family. I'm not really close to the white side of the family. Just the culture of my island has led me to, when I came to the mainland, when I came to the United States, I veer more towards the black culture just because it's more like home. These people act the same as my aunties and my uncles do. It's family. My kids call my friends auntie and uncle. Hold on. So because of that, like, I made it a point growing up, like, I want to know the struggle. I want to know as much as I can know. I know about my culture, but I want to know about these people that I love so much. So I've done a lot of research. I'm 41 years old, Red, and I've done a lot of research. When I even spoke about, before the movie Emmett Till came out, I would talk to people about this young man. People don't know who he is unless they're black. That's ridiculous. With what happened to this kid, everybody should know who he is. Okay? There's multiple people that you just don't know about because you don't do the research. There's multiple things that, as smart as you are, look, I have sons your age, Red. Okay? My sons are very intelligent, especially my oldest is 21. I would get that boy on here. He is very intelligent. But there's a lot of things he doesn't know. Okay? A whole lot of things he doesn't know. And so I would just ask that if you're going to hold a conversation so bold in your position, please educate yourself further.
Do you know what my position is?
What's your position? Don't pay reparations unless it comes from corporate industries.
I don't think it should be coming from poor people, hardworking Americans. No. And nor do I think it's ever going to happen, or that it would actually help in the long term.
I bet money you'll see it in your lifetime.
But that's the problem, though, Red. You keep saying for us the people. If your thing is corporations, then just keep it pushing that instead of saying for it's coming from the people.
Yeah, if a vote came out, Red, a bill came out to vote on it, I'm guessing that if it included everybody, you'd probably vote no. Okay, I can dig it.
Why would I pay my money to people who I help on the daily?
Okay, well, why? If you're willing, hold on. If you're willing,
why would I pay my hard-earned money to people I already help on the daily?
Okay, if you're willing to help them on the daily, why would you vote no to that bill?
Hold on, Grace. Hold on, Red. What people you help on the daily?
Homeless people in Detroit.
What I got to do with black people?
Most of them are black.
So why would you? Red, that's some ignorant shit.
It's the truth.
Okay, but my question though, Red, is what would it hurt? What would it hurt to vote yes if you already help them? What's if you're willing?
It would hurt my bank
if
account.
If you genuinely care and you genuinely want to help, why wouldn't you vote yet?
Man, that's not. Look, Red over here playing dumb. He know that's
Because
not how the United States
it's
works,
kind of like
man.
the same way you're
Red,
not supposed
no.
to give homeless people money.
Dude,
that
that's
actually
not the
doesn't
way
help
it
them.
works. And you know that's not the way it works. If the United States decides they want to send $3.9 billion to Israel, they don't come and say, well, we got to tax your paycheck a little bit more. They're already stealing your money. They got the money. What are you talking about? So if they pay black people, they're not going to raise your taxes to do it. What are you talking about? You keep trying to get this poor guy trying to fix cars
And I'm
and
sure
shit.
you're not helping enough
they
black
propose-
people. And you
When
not
they
helping
propose
enough
new
black people to
laws,
make
it's
that
called the
statement,
PAYGO
Red.
Act. It was signed in the
Red, you're not
when
helping
you
enough black
propose
people to
new
make that
laws,
statement.
new allocations for government money.
No.
I
It
don't
ain't
care.
about no new
When you're not-
allocations. It's about cutting spending. When I was in the military, I worked at S4, y'all. I worked at S4. I planned movements. I deal with the money, Red. I deal with the money.
I already know. I got you. I understand the PAYGO Act. I know. If the bill included that, hey, we're going to cut spending from some government research bullshit that we don't need, and we're going to cut a little bit out of Lockheed Martin and pay reparations with that, I would vote for it.
What do you think they're going to do? They're not finna rate.
They don't do
Dude,
that,
here
though.
go. First off, Red, you got people that think like you think. So you think it'll start a fucking race war. So clearly they're not finna raise your goddamn taxes to do it. They know they got a whole bunch of goddamn crazy motherfuckers that think a race war will start because fucking they paid black people some money.
Taxes would be raised and the bill would be
How
shifted
do
on
you
the
think
American
that?
people.
Why do you think that? They're going to cut funding in other places, just like right now. We want to keep funding
They
these
don't do
wars and we
that.
want to keep
They don't
do
do
it
that.
right now. Why do you
No, they
think Social
don't.
Security is going to
The
disappear in less than
omnibus-
20 years? Why do you think
The
Social Security is going
omnibus-
to disappear in less than 20 years?
Because they don't know
Why?
how to spend their money.
No, because
the
they're cutting
omnibus-
funding for it. They're cutting funding for it.
Oh,
What
no,
are you
it's
talking
because it's
about?
not sustainable. But the omnibus that was just
Red, you
passed
tripping.
2 weeks ago, they did not cut.
It's not an
any,
omnibus, it's an
current
omnibus bill. What are you talking about? What the fuck are you talking
omnibus
about?
bill.
Omnibus.
You think it's called ominous?
What do you call it? The omnibus? Like a transformer, robots in disguise?
I mean, that's how much it costs. But it was
Look.
$100 billion dollar law that was passed, new government spending, where they didn't cut current spending to make room for the new spending. They just added it on the bill. So you're wrong.
Dude, you saying most of the time or some of the time? Most
Well,
of the time they cut other funding for other things.
The past 2 years, they haven't done it at all.
Dude, you acting like we just didn't go through a fucking pandemic, man.
Hold on.
This unnormal times.
So Red, you're telling me they never cut funding to fund these wars?
Man, Red
Like the
talking
war that's
outside his
happening
neck,
in
man.
Eastern Europe right now? No. Name me something
Because we can't
cut
be
to pay
involved
for
in that,
Ukraine.
dude. Everything we do with that is off the books. What are you talking about? You already know how that
Off
shit
the
goes.
books. Off the books, we signed laws giving them billions of dollars. What are you talking about?
We sent aid money, not weapons.
Hold on. What about when they was, I forget what it was, but what about when they was so-called missing billions of dollars when 9/11 happened and George Bush wanted to go to war, but all of a sudden we had the money to pay that same amount for them to get weapons to go to war?
Yeah, you know where it went to. And like the FTX shit, all that money was
But
swindled.
you just said they didn't. But you said they didn't do that.
Do what?
They lied about it.
You arguing
They
in a
lied about
goddamn
it.
circle. He just arguing in a circle. He don't even get Red.
When did I say the government doesn't lie about it?
No.
I said
He said you.
cut funding. You said they don't do that.
So
what I mean by cut funding is when you propose a new bill that new money is paid for, it has to cut things to make room for it. What happens with the new bills?
Tell you don't.
Okay,
Red. Mean they're not doing it.
Okay, well,
how would you write?
what are we arguing with that?
The money
Red
just comes
tripping,
up
bro.
missing. So if you know that, then you know they do that, and you arguing with Jay about it. You know they do that just because they lie about it doesn't mean they're not doing it. They do.
Okay, well, we
Because
can't
these
prove
money
a
always come
negative.
up funded.
That requires a burden of
All
proof.
right,
You
all
can't
right,
prove
all
a
right.
negative.
So
We
Yeah,
can't
but you
say
can't
prove
prove
we
your
can only
point
go
then
off
either, though.
there's no point for you to argue it then, Red.
You can't prove your
And then,
side.
but see, this the thing. Hold on. This is the thing, Red. And this is what you got to be careful. You say you fuck with black people like that, quote unquote. I'm doing air quotes right now. If you fuck with black folks like you say you do, then you wouldn't say shit like, "Oh, I help so many homeless black folks, so I shouldn't be taxed for it." You wouldn't say no stupid shit like that. You would just focus on where the money.
That's how I
Hold
feel.
on. No, you would focus on where the money needs to come from. If you saying it needs to come from corporations that stole from black people
Red,
and got
you do.
wait,
You
hold
Yes.
on, Grace. You would focus on that, not keep making these blanket statements and excuses.
Oh, I feel like
why
I've
black people
already
should
made that
not
point
get it.
though.
Then you wouldn't have brought it up.
No,
Why
I'm
bring
not
it up?
saying why they
Stick
shouldn't
to
get
that
it. I'm
part.
saying why it wouldn't help and why it wouldn't work.
Hey, look, man, I'm gonna come do something
Anyway.
dirty to a family member, but I'm gonna make sure I start a company first, and then to make sure it happens. And then I'm gonna say, look, man, I feed enough people on a day-to-day basis that I shouldn't have to pay for what I did fucked up the whoever the hell else in your family. And you
All right,
gonna look
well,
at me
now
like
you're
I'm
just
fucking
making-
retarded. You gonna look at me like I'm
making ad
retarded.
hominem.
No, that's literally what you saying. The United States government built this country. I'm trying to tell you, Red, this is some real shit from a black
You're
man.
using
And I ain't saying it just
my
because I'm black.
personal statement that I made about paying it out of
I'm
my
telling
bank
you
account
something
as
right
a reason
now.
why
I'm
I
telling
don't
you,
think it should work.
I'm about to tell you something right now. What you're basically arguing against is this country would not exist if not for the free labor that it had. And then on top of that,
Not
don't
true.
add in
It existed before it.
How?
The country was built by slavery. What are we?
You don't think slaves were on them damn ships when Christopher Columbus came over here and supposedly discovered some place that other people were already living
that
at?
that was 1492, a long
I'm
time
asking you,
before
do you-
the transatlantic slave trade.
Dude,
You think? Oh Lord, yeah, Grace. Like Grace said, you need to do your research. Anyways, back to the topic of what we was talking about. We're sorry, y'all. We got all way off topic. If they want to talk about this in the back chat, we'll talk
Good
about
God
this shit
Almighty.
in the back chat. But I appreciate everybody coming every Sunday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Make sure y'all be here for us. JVJ Network. Got my boy Let's Talk with JVJ. He does his show 7 p.m. Central Time, which is 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Y'all go ahead. Make sure y'all check us out. We appreciate everybody that came through. Make sure y'all be careful about being some simp ass, pandering ass dude to women, just trying to get paid off them. If you do that grimy ass shit, make sure you freaking don't get caught up like Dirty Dick Derek Jackson. All right, we out.
Perfect.